so that we record this stuff because I want to hear these stories again later. And then watch somebody come on and go, oh no, that's totally true. I'm like, prove it.
No, that's not how physics work.
No, it doesn't. Unless they got some special new round that goes, hey, I'm going to suicide you guys. Turn around.
But no, it's like they were trying to say that the projectile itself spins in midair, like in a flip, so it lands reversed. It's like, what the fuck?
No, Jesus.
The only way you could get something like that is if you're firing the wrong size shell out of a bigger cannon. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to a stream where you get to learn about war crimes with Blue Visor.
Please tell us more. What else is out there on the war front?
Fucking, there's a friendly fire incident between two Spetsnaz units. That wasn't friendly fire, it was intentional.
So what was that all about? We turn this into a broadcast like we're doing the news or talk.
So honestly, we don't know a lot about what happened, but basically, the Wagner group and some Spetsnaz units were teaching new Wagner mercenaries how to be soldiers. Well, they didn't want to listen to orders, and so fucking Moscow sent a VDV fucking unit of Spetsnaz, and yeah, they opened fire on them, resulting in like 50 dead.
Well, if you're going rogue in a sense,
might as well go hard.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna go this way. You just stole our equipment, disobeyed orders. You just went rogue. We're taking care of this.
Yep. It's like fucking listening to Benny Hill while watching the fucking Ukrainian war happening.
All you got is the Benny Hill music running in the background. Oh, great. Well, since we're on our live page, there's the YouTube channel if anybody ever sees this and our craziness in the beginning and ends, or even in the middle of it. That's where all the videos are. Although, ignore those ones because there's no audio. Those. Here, look at Dungeons and Destiny stuff. There.
There we go. Yeah.
Or we can look at dice. Here, we can look at dice. I'm kidding. Go back.
We can look at.
I mean, that's entirely you doing that. I mean, the rest of us we're kind of sitting here like, are we ready to go?
No.
Yeah, like I'm sitting here doing division shit.
See, retro
well,
deck
you're doing that
arcade.
throughout the whole thing anyway. Like, you're only half paying attention.
And yet I'm still leading everything.
I'll randomly just switch the page to this and start looking through dice while we're... Let me find those electronic ones that are like $100 for a set. I'm not talking about the Pixels one either, or the Pixels? Shoot, I forgot their name now.
Yeah. I will say, there is a dice set that I want. It's like a fucking LED set where if you roll it, it fucking flashes RGB lights.
Jesus, thank you. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's, I think it's called Pixels Dice. Here.
There we go, now we're in.
They're not those, though. They're oh, here they are. Down here's the link. Pixels Dice. These ones are the programmable ones. But these ones cost. I think they're still doing startups. And these ones will flash the different colors. You can program it to do 20. I'm not sponsoring them until they, I'm just showing them. They're neat dice, but Yeah.
This
see,
stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I wish. We get some revenue going in. We gotta put some more into it. We'll get some other things going on it. You see the stuff. They're neat dice. You can buy the sets and stuff. Well, not buy. You sign up. I don't know if they're doing the startup anymore still.
So there's one TikTok channel that you would like a lot, Matrix. Basically every day he makes a new TikTok where he rolls for sandwich.
Oh yeah.
For
I've seen
sandwich?
that.
Rolls
Yeah,
for
he
sandwich.
rolls his
he
sandwich.
has like a D6 on his table and a paper, and each side is correlated to a certain type of bread. Different meats, different cheeses, roughage, which is like lettuce and all that shit. And then the weird ones like sauce. And everything's rolled by a dice.
There's a few of those. I remember I watched one dude who had like roll an outfit or whatever.
I just like the name of it, roll for sandwich.
Roll for sandwich. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'd probably be sitting there going, yeah, let me put that on here. No. I gained so much.
But he's actually
weight.
like a really cool dude. He's like on episode 80, 90, somewhere through there.
Damn.
And it's really popular. Like, it gets almost like fucking 500,000 views per fucking time he posts.
What, this one? Let me clock. I think it's something like these. There's a set of electronic dice I was telling Dave about that you literally can put. It's a 6-sided dice. You put it on the charger for like 10 seconds, but you can put casings around it for like D20. I don't remember what other casings they have because I really didn't look into it that much. But the set
also,
of 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, sorry, Dave.
You may want to cool on the ad breaks because I've already seen
shoot.
2 ad breaks
Thank
in the
you.
last like 10
Sorry,
minutes.
thank you. No.
All
Thank
ads.
you.
Whoops, all ads.
Hey, yo, he's making that revenue, my man. You gotta
No.
let him make it.
No.
The entire session is just ads.
Shoot, thank you, Dave. Thank you. That's supposed to be, yeah. I joked about it. Well, yesterday it was, I turned it on and I looked at the webpage and all it was yellow, blue, 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 back to back.
Yeah,
Okay.
your ads are a little condensed there.
Yeah, and it was like, is this a joke? So I refreshed and it normalized it. I was like, I didn't know I could do like every 30-second ad. So give it hopefully a second. It should. Oh wow, I can earn new 55% ad revenue split simply by running 3 minutes of ads per hour. Well, I think I'm fine with that, so go away.
Yeah, if it's like 3 minutes of ads per an hour,
Yeah,
then
mine
that's
are
a lot better.
Mine are like a minute and a half, so I didn't want to do 3 minutes because that's like I don't like even sitting there for a minute of it and I go nuts. So I'm tolerating a minute and a half. So hopefully we won't see any more ads. Luckily, while we're recording this, the ads don't show up, so when I put them into YouTube, it's just straight through. So
Yeah, but this is just more for anyone who's watching Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, they don't need to be bombarded with
Thank
ads
you,
like
Dave.
every 10 minutes.
yeah, thank you, Dave. I could.
Consume.
I'm thinking of the audience as well.
Yeah. It's like
It's
for
like that
these-
one fucking movie where the guy gets like the sunglasses and he's just like seeing all the ads and what they really are for.
Yeah. It's like, what is this for?
You're all fucking aliens.
Well, I can go through and do like follows and stuff. Start spouting off the. Maybe I'll make a scrolling list that just says. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm ready to go whenever you guys really are ready to go.
I'm ready if everyone else is good.
Okay, the ads are not running, so we'll go. It just
Yep.
changed on my screen, so
Yeah, but
Alright,
I'm keeping an eye on stream too, just to see how it's looking. So yeah, it seems to be good.
good.
I
All right,
am
I will
just-
stop that.
No, I am currently working on an assignment right now. So if I don't respond to something, just say
Yell
my
at
name
him.
and I'll probably-
Bark.
I'll be honest. You probably don't have to worry too much because you won't be too heavy in this opening here. So
Damn it. Ouch.
We just started saying bork really quickly, like we're dogs.
I'll explain when I start with the prologue here. So
I don't even remember where we left off, honestly.
that's why I do this every time for you guys, is to make sure you guys get a proper recap.
Speaking of, I'll grab a little thing of notes.
All right,
Bark,
so-
bark.
Mhm.
settle down there, duck.
Mhm.
As always, velvetfanggames.com/DnDestiny. If you want to check out the books for this, they're free to download. Check it out. Give them some love, because without that in this game, it's not possible. So with
They
that
are
said,
love. They are life.
yes. With that said, let's dive back in. So, when we last left our heroes, Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo 11, Ash 6, and their ghosts, Diving Bell, Paradox, Nova, Dragonfly, and their newfound friend in Remy the Void Hunter and her ghost Sapphire. The party got the news from the Vanguard that the Hunter Vanguard Calco Swiftriver has gone missing, and an investigation has been launched into his disappearance. At the same time, Malachi discovered a temporal blip happening at Twilight Gap a few hours prior, in an abandoned facility near the last city. It's entirely possible that Calco disappeared here, and the team was sent to investigate. However, they were ambushed by Tanix the Scarred. The team landed some seriously damaging blows, and Tanix was forced to retreat. The team relayed their info back to Malachi and returned to the last city for some rest. The team gathered at a restaurant and relaxed after a hard-fought mission, and during the discussion, Remy laid out a subtle challenge to Theo in the Crucible. Now in their newfound arena, Remy and Theo, ready to duel.
Oh wait, this is a few weeks later.
No, this is the next day.
Oh,
And actually, to clarify, because this battle is actually happening at night, so this is actually a few hours later.
Oh, God.
Oh,
so
We really
even
met Annex,
wait, hold
took
on.
a power nap, and then just
Wait, hold on. Does that mean Shax is watching? Because he
Yes.
gets the preview. Oh yes.
Yes. Shax, he runs the Crucible. Everything associated to the Crucible is his baby. So he watches it all.
So that means he gets to see you idiots fight.
hey, it's gonna be at least fun for him.
Yeah.
Do we have a booth
So-
we can sit in and watch this?
So you guys are Theo and Remy have broken off from the rest of you guys. You guys are still in the restaurant where you were originally eating. And there's screens for Crucible matches there, and you guys made the call in pretty quickly, and Shaq's like, I mean, this is your guys' new arena. Go ahead and fight it if you want to. Like, he'll give you the official rules and everything you do with normal Crucible, and you're gonna fight here.
Wait, hold on. Can I propose to Shax like any money that is made from this that we can get like a percentage of it?
You can do bets with people within the restaurant. Shax doesn't deal with gambling.
Oh. Well then I guess we're setting up bets in the fucking pool.
Yeah, no, Shax is strictly setting up matches for the Crucible, gambling, and all that kind of stuff. You gotta go elsewhere for.
Ah, fair enough. Hey, it was good enough to ask though.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're actually gonna start here at Twilight Gap with Theo. Theo, you already got the call, and Remy's gone ahead, got everything set up. And
Oh
you gotta
wait, hold on. Wasn't it Theo and like two others versus her? Or did you turn down the help?
I turned it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wants a one-on-one fight.
I just want to make sure.
Yep. So
Like, I know I'm gonna lose, but then again, I'm not really facing her in like a good shape to say.
So at the moment, you're at Twilight Gap, and you got a few minutes here before the match is occurring, and Remy is actually, I'll put her on the map here for you. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. So she's actually sitting on the ledge over here, over by the cliffs, and I'll put you over here. She's sitting out, looking out in the direction of the last sea, looking up at the traveler.
Then let's move on over here. How's it going, Remy?
She looks to you. Hey, Theo. We got a couple of minutes, so I figured I'd just kind of sit back and watch the view.
Then I hope you don't mind the company.
Not at all. Actually, I did kind of want to talk to you before the match, too. So I know this is supposed to be, a friendly duel, and you're doing this for honor, and that's all fine. But I kind of have a plan, and I need to humor me on this.
Not bad.
So I normally don't use my scythe technique in the Crucible. It kind of tends to attract some unwanted attention because no one else can really do it. But in this case, I am trying to get someone's attention.
Okay.
So it's kind of twofold. You get to fight me at my fullest, and if we're lucky, I might be able to find someone who can help us sort out our time travel situation.
So what? Do you wish for me to dash out any damage, like any of my
No.
full power I can?
No, you don't have to do anything. It's more me doing what I kind of don't normally do in Crucible. You just have to, just do what you do, and I'm gonna kind of show off a little bit.
Well, I don't see a problem with this.
I'm not asking you to throw the match or anything. I'm just telling you that there's a kind of a reason why I'm gonna do
Well,
what I'm gonna
If
do.
I wished to throw the match, I wouldn't have accepted either way.
Yeah, I suppose. But I just didn't want to give you the impression that I was asking you to throw. That's not what I'm asking.
And I mean, who knows? If there is a you in this world, per se, then whatever you dish out at me, I can probably teach this version, I think, on what you did.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm not trying to find me. I'm looking for someone else.
I figured out that much, but who are you looking for?
Sapphire kind of pops out and goes, "We're looking for someone known as the Exo Stranger."
Echo Stranger.
You wouldn't have heard her. She doesn't really make her presence known in this time, but well, we both think she should be here. And if we're right, what we're doing here is trying to get her attention to bring her to us. We've been trying to put out calls to her, but we're not getting any answers. So this is another gamble that we're taking to try and bring attention in our direction.
Hmm. That wouldn't be a difficult thing to do, especially if you say she is not exactly the one to show herself. But
But we think if Remy shows off what she can do, we think she's gonna recognize that this is not correct and come to us looking for answers. At least that's our hope. And Sapphire just kind of looks to Remy and goes, Remy will look back and goes, "This is a stretch, but I think it's gonna work."
Well, if it's one of your ideas, then I don't see why not.
She
I mean,
just
it
kind
can't
of
go.
smiles. Well, I'm
Can't,
glad you approve.
I mean, it can't go as badly as any of my ideas when I actually have them.
Well, I mean, you definitely have some good ideas. It's just sometimes they don't always get executed properly.
Hmm.
It happens. I mean, not every field job can be perfect.
Well, if anything, even if this person doesn't show up, I still wish for this to be a good match. And as your opponent, make sure to wreak some havoc.
She stands up from the cliff and just kind of stands and stretches up. And she smiles at you and kind of moves her hair a little bit to the side. He goes, "Oh, you're gonna have a fun time against me."
I'll try to pop. Try and pop a trick or two.
And at this point, you can see little lights in the night sky starting to head in your general direction. You can recognize this is probably some of the camera drones that are coming out for the Crucible.
Then, let's give them a good show and a good promotion.
I think we're gonna shock a lot of people back home.
Then,
But let's have some fun. And
see you on the
she'll
field.
jump down to the cliff and she goes, "See you later." And she'll drop her smoke grenade, go invis, and she disappears. So, the duel here is going to run different from normal combat because we kind of want this to go a little faster. So, here's some changes to this. Shield regeneration is not going to occur unless you do not take damage during the duel. So, if both attacks miss on one turn, you'll get a chance to regen your shields. If even one attack hits you during that turn, you will not get regeneration.
Okay.
So we're gonna speed this up a little bit just because I don't want us to be sitting here in the duel all day. So we're gonna move it a little fast. So the way this is gonna go is I'm gonna have you pick a spot, and this is gonna kind of act as the arena for the combat. So I want you to pick a spot on the map and tell me where you want to start fighting.
Place to start fighting.
Yeah, I mean it's just more like picking what kind of terrain you want to have in the surrounding area.
Let's go for the catwalk.
All right. So you're gonna start position there. Now we're gonna kind of go back to the guys here. So you've heard the introductions to the match. There's a crowd gathering in the restaurant, and they're watching this because this is a champion versus champion exhibition match. It gathers a lot of attention, and more people are packing into the restaurant as everything is starting up. Are you guys placing bets? Oops, hang on.
Come place your bets. Come on. We have good challengers here today. Place your bets.
Damn, bro, you really running?
Start taking into it.
Because this will be your chance to place bets before, and I will warn you.
So here's the main question of the night: can we fucking place bets on both?
You can. I will tell you that because of Remy's current status, you're only going to get 2-1 if she wins. Theo will get 3-1.
And I'll place 1,000 on Theo, and yeah. and just
Alright.
500 on Remy.
I'm not gonna place any bets. Some of the people I'm just gonna
Okay.
watch.
Theo, 500. Okay.
Well, you know what?
else?
Make it 1,000 on each because fuck it.
You want to do 1K each? Okay.
Just think you're just gonna make a net so net zero.
I mean, if
Alright,
I wanted to, I'd make it even on both of them and just say fuck it.
So, Dave, I have a quick question myself.
Sure.
Am I able to make a bet?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. I mean, you can bet on yourself if you want to.
No, that was on Remy.
Bet on your
Oh,
opponent. God
okay.
damn. Dude, you need some more fucking.
If I know I'm
a
gonna
little
lose,
bit more.
then-
A little bit more. What's it called?
But no, it's not
Confidence in yourself.
that he needs more confidence in himself. It's
Nah, I
that
know.
he knows he's most likely gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. That I was making a joke, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
let me
any other
see.
betters before we begin?
Nah.
I think
Matrix, put all your money on Megu.
Put all your money on Theo.
okay. Just for that, I'm gonna make this fun. 3,000 on each.
Bro.
oh,
Wait, what are the odds? Do we have odds or is it just?
Okay.
Yeah, we already said
1-1.
3-1 on Remy
That's
and 2-1 on Theo.
no, it's 2-1 on Remy.
2 to 1 on
2 to
Remy,
1
3
on-
to 1 on Theo.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
I got it
writing it
backwards.
down too. I know Dave's doing
Yeah.
it, but I'm writing down everybody's bets, how much. I'm like, heck yeah.
You know what? Fuck it.
No,
I'll-
hold on, let me see
Yeah.
how much I got. Let me see how
Remy,
much I
Remy's the current favorite because she is the current Crucible champion, so that's why she's got the higher
Uh-huh.
favorite in we'll call it the Vegas bets.
yeah, if you can give
I
me a
know,
second.
I know she's strong. I'm gonna
She-
put, you know what? I'm gonna put small bet, 500 on Theo.
You know what? I'll raise it
Oh,
to
wow.
2,000 on each.
With 500 on Theo,
Okay, hang on. So Ash, you're doing how much?
500 on Theo.
500 on Theo. And Visor, you're bumping up 2K each.
Yep. Well, on to each.
Yeah.
Like at that 200 or 2,000 threshold.
Yep.
So
Okay.
2,000 for each of them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I've covered the spread.
You know, I should probably also make sure I have the capital to fucking cover this.
That's why I had to. If you could see it on
I
the
have,
screen, but
I
I
have
opened
the
up.
capital to cover this.
I had to look at see how much glimmer I actually had. I was like, wait, can I do this? Because
Yeah,
I haven't
I-
even considered it.
Let
so.
me get into the game itself real quick.
Might be a good idea.
You just
He
were
doesn't
in
God
the
damn
game.
it.
He's in debt.
I have, how much do I have right now? If not counting my bet, I have
Oh, no,
Yes.
I definitely have enough.
That picture and that name. My
5,050
God.
glimmer. I have 5,050 glimmer if assuming I like counting the money I bet on Theo.
But, you know what? Fuck it. Even if I lose, change it to 1,000 on Theo and 3,000 on her.
So what are you betting again?
Just 1,000 on Theo and 3,000 on her.
If Theo wins, or if Remy wins, you make a nice little profit. But if Theo wins, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I also had to get to a safe area in division because I was getting my ass kicked.
So we're going to start. Roll initiative for me, and I gotta pull up Remy here
Oh,
to do the
wow.
same.
Nice. Here,
They have
clear-
Shiro.
Here, I'll clear my screen so you
No,
guys can see the
nice,
map.
19.
Actually, what I will do is pop my screen out so it's separate from this, so you guys can see the map. There we
All right.
go. There we go.
And it's safe to assume that each square is like 10 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, the gap is big.
Then with me taking the initiative, I'll go ahead and since Remy's over there, I'll move over 300. Not 300, sorry, 30.
30. It's okay. It's okay.
You got this. You got this.
Come
Take your
across the
time.
red. Calm down. Relax. Breathe. You know, get in the game, man.
It's like a boxing match,
Yeah.
just in his corner.
Come on, you can do this. You got to get in there. Get your head in the game, man.
Yo.
Grenade. I need to quickly check my grenade again.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's an action. Damn. Okay. And as an action, I wish to throw out my suppressor grenade. So that make me a DC of 14.
Charisma save.
Yeah.
Okay. It ties.
Ties and they succeed.
Okay.
So they won't
then
be
that's
suppressed.
That's
And,
only 4 damage.
yep, 4 damage.
Okay.
God.
And I will place down a towering barricade.
How tall is the towering barricade? Is it 10 feet?
Towering barricade is 5 feet tall and 15 feet wide.
Okay. I thought. Okay, never mind. So, that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to move these windows. Alright. So, taking that, Remy is going to jump off the box she's standing on. She's going to aim over the barricade, and she's going to take a couple of shots at you.
In their
So-
accuracy changes.
In air accuracy.
Dun,
15.
Oh,
So I think that misses first shot. Or does that hit
Well-
you?
It hits the barricade.
No, she's above the
over.
barricade because it's only
She's
5
above
feet.
it.
She's in the air firing it down at
Oh,
you.
okay, she's in the air. Then yeah, then it would be hitting me, in which it misses.
Okay. And then second shot. 13. Okay. So those she takes a couple of pot shots at you in midair.
really
But both of them end up going
inaccurate.
wide. And with that remaining movement, she's gonna come down from the air, and that will be her turn. Okay, your turn.
Let's see here. I don't really have anything I can use this bonus action. So then I wish to move back 20 and then jump backwards, which would make me go over here. With me hovering, I wish to try and take a shot with my scout rifle. Uh, 22.
That will hit.
Alright, she takes 8 explosion kinetic,
Okay.
and I get second attack. 14.
That one will miss.
It does increase with Zen moments, so it would be 15 if that makes a difference.
It would still miss.
Okay. Then that would be my turn. And am I able to recharge my class?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, because you still haven't even taken damage, so yeah, you're fine to recharge. But yeah, okay. All right. So Remy's turn.
I lost my grenade. Put that down.
She's going to jump on top of this. Again, trying to take height advantage. she's gonna take a couple of shots. 27.
27 does hit.
That's gonna be 12. Oof, and then natural 1. So her gun is gonna misfire on the second shot. And you just hear her say, shit! And that's
And
gonna be her turn.
And she's currently on top of a box.
Yep.
Alright. Move back an additional 30. And I will swap out my weapon for the tank rifle.
God.
Alright.
9, so that's going to be a miss.
Yep. That's... And then roll that strength check for me real quick.
Yep. Which I have it. Oh, wait, I did not roll that advantage. Oops. 15.
Alright, so yep, that passes.
And second attack, 18.
Alright, and that one will hit for
Yeah.
16. So
And I'll go roll strength again. 11 does that.
so yep, now roll a 1d8, and that's gonna be your recoil damage.
6.
Alright, so yeah, you take a 6 additional damage.
Oh shit. How did I do that?
Alright, and I can't roll anything
right.
else, so that will be my turn.
Alright. So Remy's up.
Look cloudy.
Let's see. Okay. So she's going to dash. So an additional 30 feet. And then she's gonna use her remaining movement to get up close to you. So just close the gap. You see her spin her staff out. And she pops her void scythe. You guys in the restaurant, as soon as she pops her void scythe, everyone in the restaurant is like in shock. They're just like, in the moment, they just fell quiet and their jaws are dropped.
Getting interesting.
24.
That's the only thing I can say is shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe if it's over 20, you don't really need to ask us if it hits, because that automatically does.
I know. I just said it because if anyone's just listening to it, I just wanted to announce the roll.
So
So
habit.
you take 50 slashing damage.
Oh, shit.
Do you survive?
Yeah.
Barely.
Just barely.
And because she used that action to dash, she only has the one attack, so that's gonna be her turn.
Have you used Word of Dawn yet? Or...
Can I use Ward of Dawn yet?
Yes.
Of course I can. As I will go ahead
Oh,
and
that's
pop
the
out
have you.
Ward of Dawn.
You bring her inside onto your turf.
Alright, so this will give me overshield. Which honestly won't do a lot for me.
How many overshield points do you get in there?
It is 5 times my spell proficiency, I think, or my light level, which would be 10. So, but I do gain resistance towards damage, so I got that going for me. And considering they're up close, Warhammer. Let's go.
All
And
right.
I'll also
Uh,
do a heavy flame attack. So that would be, what else would it be? They must make a strength saving throw against my save DC.
Strength save. Okay. 17.
They succeed. And I don't have anything to give them disadvantage, so. But they will be taking 11 damage.
Okay. All right, and that's your turn.
Yep.
All right. So Remy. Let me see. Actually, I gotta roll. Okay, no, it's fine. All right. So she's gonna go in for another attack. That's
That is a miss.
15, so that will miss.
That will
22.
hit. But I will
So-
be taking half damage.
So she's spinning her staff as she's getting in closer to you. You manage to dodge the first swipe, but the second swipe comes in and cracks you right in the shoulder.
And I'll be taking 20 points of damage. So that actually breaks my shield, and I'm actually down to my health.
And that's going to be her turn.
And with it being my turn, I can act the overshield pops in, so I gain my shield back. I will go ahead and hit with a disintegrating melee. 15, that won't hit,
Nope, that misses.
so that doesn't get used. Fuck it, I'll just go with another melee attack. Another 15, wow.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. both
It'd be like
miss.
that, okay.
It do be like that, I guess. So yeah, you're trying to punch, and she's just nimbly dodging you, and as she's continuing to spin her scythe around. And it's gonna be her turn.
Miss,
A miss.
and a miss.
Wow. Okay. So you guys in the restaurant are seeing these two just like squaring off inside the bubble, just trading different attacks. They're dodging one another. The crowd is starting to get really pumped into it. Like, you're hearing like the fervor of the crowd starting to build up. They're loving this fight. Theo, we're back to you.
God, don't fail me now. 23 for disintegrate.
That will hit.
Whoa, 18 damage.
However, because you already have overshield, you're not gonna gain another.
Yeah, I won't gain
overshield.
anything more.
Yeah, so yeah, there's no gain on that. But yep, you do hit for 18. So
Woo.
let me,
And then Warhammer swing, heavy frame. That one hit.
and that will miss. Yep. Oh yeah, so you did some good damage there with that melee punch. You see that kind of void energy pass over her shields as you make this punch. And that's your turn.
Wait, good question. Since they're both void, wouldn't they be both weak to their each damage?
No, there's no no weakness to that. They'd be weak to other elements.
Hmm.
All right, so,
Wait, so then, wouldn't she be weak to like solar?
Yeah.
Because that's my Warhammer.
But you're void, aren't you?
Yeah.
I made my Warhammer solar.
Right. Yeah, but you didn't hit her with that hammer, so yeah, it is
I
what
hit
it
her.
is.
I hit her before.
With the warhammer.
11 bludgeoning before it.
Oh, the opening one. Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, which I did use my elemental shot, but that also failed.
Mhm.
Well, the knocking down failed,
Okay, yeah, I'll just adjust for
and
additional damage there.
that 21 does hit. So, knocking down 22.
Okay.
That 19 meets. So I would say that also hits.
So you are down.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm still in somehow.
He's holding on for dear life.
Because, I mean, that's fine if I just say my HP count, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm at 8.
Jesus.
So
So,
you're
yeah.
looking pretty haggard at this point in the fight.
Yeah. And back to my turn. Which, since I'm still in the bubble, I get overshield.
Yep, your overshield will come back for that. I think it was 10 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
And considering I don't have much left in me, I'm just gonna say fuck it and just fire 2 shots of the tank rifle.
I mean, at this range, I'd say you'd have disadvantage, but
Disadvantage? Alright. Let me change that.
yeah,
then.
because you're
Oh.
at this closer range, like at. Okay, yeah, that one's gonna work.
And let me roll advantage with my strength. 19.
All right, that passes.
And I get 1 more with my rifle. But double 17.
Okay, that works.
And then 1 more. Oh wait, that was rolling with disadvantage for strength. Hang on.
I mean, even
14.
even if you had advantage on that one, like, yeah.
So no. Well then I take 1d6, 1d8 of damage. So 3. And that goes to my overshield.
All right, so you fire these shots. They pop her shields, and she takes fairly significant body damage.
And then considering this would probably be the last combat phase, I'm just gonna, like, I guess murmur, just and just say, finish it. $16 miss, 19 hits. And there's no bothering calculating the damage for half damage. I'm down.
Before she makes these swings, she whispers to you, "Good game." She spins and slashes you, and it smacks you right in the chest. And for you, it goes dark. And with that, just because I don't want it to linger too much on the duel, we're just gonna call it there. It continued on like this for a few more rounds. You guys continued to do back and forths, but ultimately, Remy's power ended up proving to be too much for you to handle, and she is declared the winner. You guys back in the restaurant, the crowd is going insane. They have never seen anything like what just happened. Oops, I just dropped my keyboard. And it is pandemonium. A lot of people are upset because they did bet on Theo to win. There is a fair amount of people that were betting on Theo and they were kind of upset. But a larger portion of the crowd is just insane. They cannot believe what they just witnessed.
I need to get rid of the money I lost.
And I got
money
the
did I
money I
make again?
gained.
Yep, I'm just gonna go over that with you guys. So Visor, you won 6K on Remy and you lost 1,000 on Theo, so you got 5K profit.
Hey, I might be the richest person in the team now.
I thought you were.
How much do you
Yeah,
have? Wait, how much?
Theo,
I have 18,000 glimmer.
Oh,
yeah, Theo,
yeah.
you gained 2,000.
Yay.
Eros, you gained 6, but you lost 3, so you got 3,000 profit.
No,
And Ash, you lost 500.
How much glimmer did we start with, like the beginning? Because I only have the glimmer I got like during the campaign.
oh, where's my screen for?
No, that's a good question because we haven't really been making glimmer.
You know, because I have like
You
I
guys
have the
been getting
I
glimmer
found.
like at the end of like missions and such, but yeah, it's because at the moment like there isn't also too much for you to really spend the glimmer on either.
Yeah, there was only, I
Mhm.
think the only time for your character, Ash, is when we split the ones that the rest don't
Yeah,
really
that
know.
was the only glimmer. Oh no, we also found glimmer somewhere else. I have
Yeah, and
two
you
of
guys
them.
have been spending it
Yeah.
too. You guys did kind of do a little shopping spree not too long ago.
You know, you can always ask one of us to, front you some glimmer if you ever need. Mr. Moneybags up there,
I
Fuck
spent
yourself. My money.
I spent all of my glimmer buying that corpse from Malachi.
But just remember, I'm also fucking what is it? Buying more sniper rifles for the fucking team.
You need
just
to
for
stop.
yourself. And
You need to
some,
stop.
we don't want a sniper. I don't want one.
You just have
Thanks.
all of the fucking sniper
Could you
rifles.
imagine all 4 of us fucking with those sniper rifles on a ridge? No boss would survive.
I'm still working on my
It would kill me
thorn,
first.
bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ash has got Thorn going. Yours is. I'm like, I'd shoot it once, I'd be dead.
It wouldn't. I'm even shooting it at disadvantage. I think your strength is actually higher than mine.
Is it? I don't remember. Oh,
What's your strength?
hang on, I gotta look at it because I scrolled down to look at Glimmer. 12. Really not that high.
What is your strength?
No, I'm
He
not
said
telling you.
12. It's
I'm not gonna
12.
tell you now. You didn't listen. 12.
It's 12? Yeah, you have a higher strength than I.
No, I'd probably still die. And please, God,
Wait,
don't give Ash a
you-
sniper rifle.
you
I
need
do
a-
not need my butt decimated, okay?
I'm
Get
not
shot
that
once.
bad shot.
I'm the only
Oh.
one that meets the requirements.
Yeah, all it would do in damage is literally just a D4.
No, it'll be fun.
I'm not
No, I
that
don't-
bad a shot, am I?
No, I think with
So-
Thorn, you're gonna really rock it though.
Mm-hmm.
I still
So-
need my special gun.
I got my
Now
bow
that,
and other stuff, so I'm good.
Now that we've
Yeah.
we've sorted out the glimmer, Theo,
Yes, I got grabbed.
in the moments between your death and your resurrection, you experience something like a dream. It starts out, you're looking at a civilian. It's in the city. It's between buildings. It's dark outside. It seems to be sometime in the night and early morning hours. And you hear Remy's voice. Look, the Vanguard, what's left of them, they're going to be making an attack soon. You need to get the remaining civilians out of the area because they could be collateral damage. And you hear a civilian say, we've got more people inside the building up ahead. We got to get them out of there. You hear just Remy kind of just take a deep sigh. All right, I'm going to get their attention and draw them off. You need to get them out of here and get as far away from the city as you can. And they nod and you just hear, Guardian, good luck to you. She nods, and her helmet comes back up, and she bursts into a sprint. It would seem to cut off there, but it moves further ahead in time. Remy is behind cover. Her helmet is cracked. There seems to be blood on her arm, and there's a lot of gunfire in her direction. She's trying to reload her hand cannon, but the constant barrage is shaking the wall around her, and she's struggling to get the bullets in. And then the cover that she's leaning on collapses. The next one moves. Remy's backed into an alley, and there is a large group of fairly large aliens you've never encountered before. You're hearing grunts and laughs as Remy is struggling to hold herself up. And you hear Remy's voice, kind of ethereal, kind of in the back of your mind. Move, move. I need to move. I can't let it end like this. Everything I fought for, I can't let it go like this. And in that moment, the vision that you're seeing starts to tunnel and starts to go dark. The next vision you see, everything around you, your vision is like in a filter of red. It's moving faster than you're normally used to seeing. But you're seeing these aliens that were just in front of her being cut down and slaughtered in rather graphic ways. Dismembering arms, cutting off heads, bludgeoning, the sounds of bone cracking. And she's cutting through scores and squads down the street mercilessly. And one thing you do notice, that purple scythe blade that you've seen from her, it's different. Instead of it being a large purple blade, it's branched off into two burning red blades with a purple ethereal glow to them. And then as you look around and there's no more enemies, you start to feel this in your own body. Like your organs are twisted up inside. And then you see in Remy's own eyes, she starts to cough blood. Sapphire pops out and, Remy, what are you doing? Remy. She starts to collapse. She's holding the staff up trying to keep herself standing. But she eventually collapses to her knees. And you feel it again. Like, your organs are, like, feeling like they're exploding on the inside. And everything starts to go cold and dark. And Remy falls to the street. And when that happens, you wake up back in Twilight Gap. And you see Remy kind of standing there with outstretched hands, just kind of smiling at you, offering to help you up.
I'll take the hand. That was one mean slash.
Yeah, that anti-materia offer you got there is no joke. That packs one hell of a wallop.
Thank God I commissioned it.
Great match on your part.
Don't die.
She nods. Very good match. You gave me a lot more competition than I thought you would. I'm actually quite impressed.
I wasn't gonna go down without a fight.
Oh, I would expect nothing less from you. And you're kind of looking around, just like Remy will say, "Well, how do you think they're reacting back in the last city?"
Static.
I hope I made a strong enough impression. Now we play the waiting game. And she just kind of pats you on the shoulder. Come on, I'll buy you some ramen or something.
I mean, I don't particularly eat, but the thought is what counts.
Exos eat?
Yeah, you don't-
Exos eat. They don't have to, I guess.
yeah, it's not like a requirement, but it's something you can do.
You know, because they have to lessen the blow
Cade
of
6 is
becoming
famous
a
for
robot.
going to the ramen shop.
I was gonna
And
say,
also the fact that like exos have to be like, they have to trick the brain into believing they're still in a human body.
yeah,
So
I
the
was gonna
ability
say,
to
they still
eat,
experience like hunger pains
drink,
and stuff
sleep.
like that.
Yeah, but like they don't have to. They won't die without food.
Yeah, they just go insane.
Mean something I have,
Going to comas and stuff.
Do you-
You know?
Do you mean like the other 10 selves?
Oh,
Hmm?
Well, no, that's just resetting your brain. That's not you dying.
I know, I'm saying they went insane.
Mm.
The other 10 me's went
Yeah.
insane, and then there's
they had
me.
to reset them.
Can you reset the mind of a guardian?
Exos.
If you're an
Just
exo,
did exo.
Yeah, exos can be.
No,
Not the
because
guardian
Exos are exos.
but they're powered by the light. That's like, name a guardian that is an exo that's had their mind reset.
Well, we don't really have any. We don't have much about
I don't think there's any like
resetting.
canonical evidence of
Post-collapse.
that, but I mean it's common knowledge
Yeah.
that the exos are reset, and that's what gives them their number.
Yeah. So,
I
but
don't, really,
here's
I
the
don't know.
thing,
I don't
when-
think Guardians have to get reset though. I agree with Blue there. Because
Yeah, because would you rather fucking be restarted at just base 1 as a guardian? Because you don't remember anything prior. So
No.
why would they have their number?
But then there's the
Exos
the
had their
memoirs of
number
Cade 5,
originally.
though.
Well, no. Cade has Cade 6 because when he died, I'm pretty sure like when he died he was Cade 5, and then when he got up, like, or when he rose again, he just like decided
You
he's
would
Cade
only
6.
gain 1 number.
So some Guardians consider getting like or becoming risen a
Yeah, this is
a
a lore dive
reset.
for another time, because I feel like I think
We
Cade
get into this
5
one, it's
was a
good.
guardian at the time, but I don't think that's actually confirmed. But
Also,
yeah,
Cade
it's-
like tells lies all the time. We don't
But-
know if like half of his backstory that he told us was actually true.
We just know that he killed kids.
No, we don't even know that. Like what
Well,
Cade
no,
knows
that-
about
that's a
himself
confirmed thing.
is from journals, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, that's a confirmed thing. He straight up killed a kid. Because if you
Anyway,
read
back to
the
the story.
war tabs with the penguins, yeah.
anyway,
Interesting. So let's
Enough of a
let's
lore
get back to
dive.
the D&D part.
yes. So after about 15 minutes, the rest of the group will rejoin you guys in the restaurant. And you immediately see crowds begin to gather around both Theo and Remy. And they're just like congratulating you, telling you it was a great match. A few people are asking for your autograph. And you guys in the restaurant, you see this, like you just see like so much of the crowd clear out as they see these two approach, and like they rush them in the streets.
Yeah.
Remy just kind of looks at you, Theo, and just and says, little bit in radio, just like, does this happen to you all the time when you win?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's different here. I mean, it's kind of nice actually.
Oh, believe me, it gets better.
So, do you kind of humor the crowd and do you kind of play it up a little bit with them?
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna like step it up like she is like a true prodigy and like she has
He starts
she
talking
has
shit.
she has the skills to become even greater than I. I mean, she already is excelling.
Everyone's just kind of gathered around, and again, there's so many people around at the moment. Like there's even little bits of camera flashes too, and Remy just kind of looks to the crowd and it's just like, thank you, and she's being very humble in her victory. And she, after a couple minutes of talking with the crowd, you guys will make your way past through, and you rejoin the rest of the group.
How do you do, guys and girls?
Nice match.
Pretty
Which
good.
I'll hit to say.
A little bit more
Profitable.
richer now, thanks to you.
Yeah, we're profitable here. We're good.
Well, they are at least. They're profitable.
What, did you bet on me?
Yeah, I did. I didn't bet
Yeah.
much, but
Oh,
you know.
you really shouldn't have done that. Even I didn't.
Remy just kind of just chuckles a little bit. It's a sweet gesture, but I think you knew how that was going to turn out.
Yeah, I only
Well-
bet. I only lost 500. It's not too big a deal.
Why do you think I betted 1,000 on you?
She just kind of looks at you coyly, just like, you bet on me to beat you.
Well, yeah.
She just kind of gives you like a half squint eye. She's kind of smiling, but she's just kind of like, okay.
I mean, you fought a version of me that was much farther experienced than I. Of course, it's going to turn out in your favor.
She's just kind of like tilting her head a little bit back and forth, just like, I mean, we've had duels in the past, but again, like I said, I don't really use my scythe technique very much in the Crucible. It's kind of more for, the guys out there. So you and I never really dueled like that before. But I do gotta admit, you did very well for yourself.
Well, that's only because of the gun that Elias gave me.
Yeah, that weapon is, like I said, it packs one hell of a wallop.
I gotta commission another.
But it was still exhilarating on the fight, at least.
Remy just kind of nods, and Sapphire will pop out the pack, and she'll go, well, let's see. Let's just hope that we can get in touch with our mutual friend, and hopefully things will work out. Remy's just, well, it's kind of my only option at this point. She just kind of looks at the rest of you. I mean, we can chase these temporal blips till Kingdom Come, but really, we need to kind of go to the source. And I think the best way we can do that is to get in touch with someone who's much more experienced and knowledgeable when it comes to matters of time travel. Well, nothing. Okay. I guess no one's got thoughts on that.
Sorry, kind of busy at the second.
Hmm.
I mean, my reaction is more or less the same.
I don't really have much to say here either. I don't know anybody who time travel, and it's like
Well,
I don't really have any. Really
Remy
strong
just kind of like she's kind of putting her hands on the table and she's like, I mean, the way I see it is we need to hit where they're going, not where they were. So if we want to gain some sort of advantage on that, we need to talk to someone who's a little more experienced in these sort of matters. And she turns to Sapphire, and we only can think of one person who would even have any remote experience in this matter that we can at least talk to. Elsie Bray. I'm not surprised none of you, knows who that is. Like, she's not someone that's really made herself known here, but
Well, we know Braytech.
Yeah, we know the name
yeah.
Ray.
you know Braytech, but roll an intelligence to see if you can make the connection between the two.
I mean, there's not
Okay.
many people known as Bray.
Yeah, but
Anna Bray's
at
still
the
Anna Bray
same
is
time-
alive at this point. Fuck.
You said an intelligence check or a
Yep.
history check?
Intelligence or history, whichever.
9.
17. Hey.
Oh no, I think I would gain the same with history. Yeah, no, so I'll just stick with what I've got then.
So
That's annoying.
Theo, it kind of occurs to you, Braytech. They seem obvious, but at the same time, you've never heard of a guardian like that being resurrected who is someone who could be considered a high-profile person, like someone associated to a former company that used to manufacture exos. You know that's you would have a little more advanced knowledge on that just because you being an exo. Ash, I mean, with that intelligence, I'd say like, you're not entirely familiar with that because that's never been your focus.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Wait, is this Bray person the same one you mentioned before?
Yeah, it's the same one I was telling you about back at Twilight Gap.
There are some connections that are very coincidental, if I may say.
She just kind of tilts her head to you. Oh, what do you mean?
Exo Stranger, Bray, related to Bray Tech. The people who make the exos.
Well,
It
yeah.
seems all too coincidental, if I may say.
We got to meet her briefly, some time ago in our time. We had a lot of interesting conversations with her. I don't really know her full story, so I can't really say how much related she is to Braytech. I can only assume, but you'd have to ask her yourself, and hopefully we hear from her, but it may be some time. Word kind of needs to spread, and I don't expect to hear anything immediate anyway.
Well, with two champions going up against each other, I would assume fires will spread quickly.
I mean, the match, yeah, like the match itself would garner a lot of attention to begin with, but I was more referring to my use of my ability. That's really gonna kind of tip that person off. And Sapphire will pop out. So, what we think is that she's gonna recognize that Remy's here based on this technique, and hopefully recognize that she's not supposed to be in this time, and come asking us for questions. It's like I said to Theo, and she's looking to the rest of you. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think this may be our best chance to try and find her. I'm sorry I didn't tell you all, ahead of time, but I'll be honest, we kind of came up with this in the last few hours here when we decided to have the duel.
Oh, I mean, that's fair. I wasn't exactly planning to fight, especially an ally so soon. But, I mean, it happened.
I hope you don't think I was deceiving you and challenging you to the fight for that reason.
Oh, not at all. A fight's a fight. I enjoyed it nonetheless.
She just kind of smiles and like, oh, thank you.
Although, if you wanted to make a performance, you could have informed me before, and I probably could have tried to act more.
She just smiles. I think you did plenty good already. I mean, especially if you didn't have that rifle there, it might have gone a little south quicker for you.
Well, I had to pull something out.
No, you were right to do it. It was the correct call. And like I said, you did very well for yourself. So she will wave over the waiter and ask for a bowl of the spicy ramen. A few minutes roll by, and waiter will come by, and he'll place down a bowl of the ramen in front of you, Theo. She goes, I hope you like it. I find the spice here to be very it's like a sweet and spicy at the same time. It's really good. You should try it.
Well, I mean, it definitely has more than just normal. So,
All right, so yeah, you'll take a bite into the ramen, and these are nice full noodles that you have in here. The broth, like I said, it's there's a spice to it. You can taste the different spices, but there's also like a bit of a sweetness to it. Not quite sure what that's coming from, but it's very delicious.
I know what you mean. That's what tastes strangely good.
I have no idea what they put in it, but I swear it's so addicting.
And after finishing up, well, I'm definitely gonna need some rest after all my joints recover.
Yeah, I think it's time to go hit the sack. I'll message you guys when I'm up in the morning, yeah?
Well, hopefully, we get some good news within the morning.
Well, we're kind of in a holding pattern for now until something comes up, so. Remy will kind of get up and pat you, Theo, on the shoulder. Just, you boys have a good night. And then she will walk off. How about the rest of you guys? What are you guys gonna do?
Probably gonna hang out at the bar a little bit longer and then head off on my own.
All right. Ash, how about you?
I mean, we're just waiting until tomorrow, right? So I guess I can just head
Yep.
back to my place and do more research as I do.
All right. And then we'll just say Eros is off to bed because he's doing something at the moment.
That's fine because I just got back.
Oh,
I only
okay.
heard
Well, perfect
just a brief
timing then.
moment. I don't know what's happened. Sorry. I had to step away
So,
for a moment.
Remy, everyone's turning in for the night. Remy's already taken off, and the rest of you guys are chilling at the restaurant at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just think Euros will go lay down, go to his bed, and get some rest.
All right, yeah, you just go turn in for your apartment
Yeah.
for the night.
Yep. This
All
sounds
right.
good to me.
So Ash will go back to researching, and Elias will be hanging out at the bar. So you'll see some more patrons kind of come in and out. It's gotten a lot quieter now that the Crucible match is over. It's starting to get kind of late. How many drinks are you in?
Well, I'm not drinking anything heavy. I'm just drinking regular beer or like a cider.
Okay, so yeah, you're just social drinking.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I'm not trying to get drunk.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, so you're just kind of enjoying some of the snacks, some of the replays from other matches earlier in the day or up on the screens.
Yeah, we're just chatting with people and chatting.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of normalizing Guardians in a sense.
I mean, yeah, you're one of the people. You're hanging out with the local patrons, just chatting them up, and just having a good old time.
See how they're doing and all
Yeah, yeah.
that. I'm kind of
So-
like a good person.
Yeah. So for brevity's sake, some of the conversation you hear kind of surrounds the morale of the city. It's still feeling fairly, grim. And with the recent news that the Hunter Vanguard has gone missing, it's starting to feel, a little chaotic. But they're just keeping their heads down to the grindstone. They're working hard. They're doing what they can to provide for other people in the city, and they're continuing to get more people in every day.
I'd probably also try to like quell some of the worry that people have and all that.
Yeah, I mean, some of the people you talk to, like they're feeling fairly reassured, just talking with Guardians. But it's still that the lingering news between what happened on the moon, what's happening in the Vanguard, the new revelation of a large Elixni that attacked nearby the city. There's a lot of news, and a lot of people are just kind of like, okay, I mean, this is a bit much, so we're just gonna stick to working and just do what we do.
I mean, I could probably also just start like a propaganda thing too, and just be like, yeah, the group that was here, like even the Crucible champions, were the ones that actually beat the shit out of that Elixni. And kind of raise their prestige even a little bit higher.
Okay, so yeah, you do kind of spread the word that you and your team are the ones that fought that large Elixni and pushed
Maybe
them
even show a
out.
little bit of the fight too, of us beating the shit out of Tanix. Tanix
Yeah.
with a steel chair!
Yeah, so you show off a little bit. You were the guys that took on the Elixni, but he did manage to escape, and that's still kind of a thing to them. It's like, well, I mean, you fought him, but he still managed to get away, so he's still out there. And if he attacked nearby the city, there's still some concern that something might happen nearby.
But it's the fact that we know he's here.
Mm-hmm. That yeah, like he's still around somewhere.
Well,
And
we beat him
considering it
once.
was so close to the city, that's got some people kind of tense.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, after some more drinks and socializing there, you'll pretty much just go turn in for the night.
Yep.
All right. So at this point, everyone's settled in, gotten their 8 hours of rest. So everyone's got all their stuff back if they were missing any charges or anything like that.
Abilitars.
Charges. And
Surgical burst.
I actually do got to reset Remy's points as well. I was using her sheet to calculate. Okay. All right, so morning rolls in for you guys. It's about 9 a.m. You guys were up a little late with that Crucible match, so a little sleeping in was in order, but everyone has gotten a full rest. Who wants to get up first?
How about we roll for it? Whoever has the highest out of a d20.
I'm game.
Let's go.
Oh, here, I'm gonna move this.
I gotta get to the tab.
Damn.
11.
Looks like someone did some
Honestly-
heavy drinking.
I didn't even drink. I just went to bed.
Yeah, no, you.
Sure you did.
Who gave me the shots?
Hold on, I'm rolling right now. Therefore,
Apparently it's me.
I'll just say this is not a turn order for your guys.
I was
waking
up
up.
very-
We're just rolling to see who's going first.
I was up very late.
All right, so
Ash and I were discussing deep mental thoughts about who's going to touch that obelisk ever again.
all right, so
Confiding that I really want to touch the obelisk again.
I want to touch
The
it
obelisk
again.
of potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch.
all right, so Elias, you are the first to wake. There's a little beam of sunlight coming through your window, and it's kind of lighting up the room a little bit.
Fucking.
What?
I just said fucking, like, annoyed at the light.
Oh,
Yeah, that was in character.
okay. That I was
Fuck
just
you.
like, I thought at first I thought the mic cut off for some reason, like you said something after that. So I was like,
Nah.
and Paradox will just kind of nudge you, Elias.
I'm awake, you little bastard.
Beep beep beep.
What, anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Somebody break in. I'll get to kill somebody.
Paradox just kind of turns to your door and goes, "Don't you think you would have heard if someone broke in?"
You don't remember how I sleep. I'm like a fucking dead man.
Yeah, I know. I've had to bonk you a few times to wake you up.
Yeah, and you still failed at that, and it was the light that woke me up. How does it feel?
The light wakes you up. Okay, I'll remember that.
Oh crap!
So haven't heard from Malachi yet, but we'll probably hear something soon, I would imagine.
By the way, I
Moment-
was saying more like the light in the situation of like it's dark and then it's just light.
Oh
peeking
no,
through.
I knew exactly what you meant, and so did Paradox.
Yeah. Now the little bastard's gonna fucking whip open the fucking curtains while I'm sleeping.
Flashbang out!
Flashbang through the
Whips
door.
open the curtains.
That would be worse.
You just see like Paradox like ruffling through my like duffel bag of bullshit, and he just pulls out like a flashbang, sets it on my chest, and then pulls the pin.
Oh no, I'm just saying he yells out flashbang out as he whips open the curtains.
Flashbang.
Flashbang through the door. Or in this case, flashbang through the window.
So yeah, Paradox is just kind of floating around you and just... So yeah, haven't heard from Malachi yet. We should be hearing something soon. In the meantime, word from the Vanguard is they're still investigating what happened to Calco. It's so far just been a cold case. There's literally no evidence or anything. No one is finding anything or even any trace. All of his friends, like, they last talked to him the night before, and then he's just gone. No sign of any reason for leaving or anything. It's just poof.
It could be our you-know-who favorite movie villain.
Yeah, it could be. But kind of been talking to
okay.
Sapphire, I'm kind of questioning that myself.
Because the worst thing is that it could be somebody entirely brand new.
If it is someone new, we're gonna need a fucking whiteboard or something to keep track of everyone be fighting. Every goddamn day, it's someone new.
We're gonna need that board with the string, the yarn going from pictures to notes and things and all over the place.
No, we just need a
One
whiteboard to
fucking
keep
beam.
track. We just need like a list.
No, you could do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Like the tree
So that
of
whenever we
battle.
run into somebody and they mention a name, just like hold on a minute, I gotta check, make sure we're actually already fighting this dude.
Wait, is it on the
Make sure this
list?
dude ain't new to us.
I mean, the flowchart's in my brain. That's the only thing that really matters. So
We're all dead.
that's all that really matters here is what I know. But
We're in trouble.
so yeah, Paradox will pass along that info to you. And did you have any questions or anything you're looking to find out about, or anything you're looking to do here in the morning?
Just really checking in on the progress of the sniper build, and then checking on mechanics and everything, and making sure all our ships are good.
All right. I mean, so you put in that order yesterday, so it's still gonna be more than probably a couple of days before you're really gonna hear any progress on the rifle itself. And what was the other thing? Sorry.
Checking and making sure all our ships are good.
Oh, yep, ship repair. Yep. So you'll have to travel out to the shipyard. But for the most part, it sounds like everything is in working order. They're just doing your usual maintenance, upkeep, and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with that said, we'll have Theo wake up next.
Uh,
So
check.
Theo,
Optics working.
yep. So yeah, your optics kind of just come on, and you just wake up, and
Nice and good. All right.
with
Yes.
that,
I still feel that damage from last night.
so yeah, Nova will come over to you and just be like, "You're still feeling the effects from that? You should have been fully healed."
Probably left like a phantom sense something.
And Nova will observe your body and kind of scan it, not detecting any noticeable anomalies. Everything seems to be in working condition. But you say you feel it?
Generally, it's not affecting me.
Well, that's good anyway. I mean, we don't want to have you have any residual damage from that fight, which I gotta say, that technique of hers is, I mean, yeah, it's one of a kind, all right, but it is devastatingly powerful.
It kind of makes me think of what I was able to do in her time.
Well, I think in that time you probably grew your power to match with her. So I'd imagine you two probably, if you trained, you probably guys had some very even duels.
Well, as of currently, I had to use a cheap trick to do so.
You had to use the tools that were available to you. I mean, she did the same. She said so herself. She doesn't normally use that technique, and it was really to garner attention of this exo stranger. And speaking of that, I've been trying to do some digging on that of my own, and I'm literally coming up short. There's no mention of this exo hunter that is being mentioned, so either she's never joined the Vanguard and she's kind of out there on her own, or something else.
Hmm. Maybe they're more like a wanderer.
It could be. It's hard to say, but if we, get the chance to meet her, I'm sure we'll have a lot of questions.
I'd say.
In the meantime, still no word from Malachi, but we should probably regroup with the others and kind of determine what our next move's going to be.
Hopefully, we got something good to hear.
Well, let's find the others and let's find out.
Yep.
All right. So with that, we're going to jump over to who should we have? Ash or Eros?
Coins.
Ash. We'll have you wake up.
All right.
I get to sleep in. Yay!
Are you asleep at your desk again?
No, I'm not. I'll be soon.
Okay.
Small improvements.
So now that we're actually moving closer and closer to that day where your cannon is getting closer to completion, you're starting to hear very, very faint and very distant whispers.
Oh god, voices in my head.
You can't hear any legible words. It just is like it's very soft, subtle. You can't make out any particular words, but when you first wake up, you're hearing these little soft whispers, but as you come to and you fully wake up, they go silent.
I'm gonna ask Dragonfly so I'm gonna like hold up my hand so Dragonfly can pop up and be like, "Did you hear something just now?"
Dragonfly just kind of looks around. The sounds of birds?
No, it sounded like Never mind. Okay. So I'm gonna get up out of bed and actually like.
Yep. So
Get
yeah, you rise out of
ready.
bed and yeah, it kind of comes a little more into your focus. So you start to hear the sounds of the birds outside of your window. And there's some daylight coming through one of your windows. And Nova will kind of float around just like, you feeling okay?
I mean, I feel fine. Just when I woke up, I heard some. I thought I did.
Well, it's not related to that, is it? And just kind of gestures to the hand cannon that's on the table.
I mean, it may be. The Hive aren't the last people I'd expect to use some form of psychic communication. If I am hearing voices in my head, I would blame the hand cannon. But
Well,
maybe things will become clearer with time.
maybe. But I just can't help but think that guy's still out there. Dredging.
Yeah.
Dredgen's out there dredging.
He's out there playing Gambit shit.
Well, again, to recap, when you last heard any news about Dredgen, he was in the last city, and a few civilians were killed by him. But before anyone could catch him, he disappeared again.
No, I was making a joke about he's dredging, like, you know,
Yeah, I know.
mining.
I'm just saying, like, a recap for the audience too. Is like,
Oh.
like he's still out there, and the last you heard of him was at this point.
If he turns up, I'll try to find some stuff out. But I don't think he's gonna want to talk to me. Just a hunch.
Never know.
If anything, I think you two might end up facing each other again, but well, maybe you'll stand a better chance with a new weapon in tow.
That's the hope. I didn't spend all this time attuning myself to this weapon for nothing.
Well, I hope it's everything you plan it to be. It's I'm still skeptical about the weapon, but I trust you and I trust your judgment.
All right, we should probably get ready. I have a feeling they're gonna call upon us soon.
Yeah, I'll radio the guys and we'll get everyone together. And with that, our last one to wake up will be Uros.
Wake up!
No, 5 more
Beep,
minutes,
beep,
Mom.
beep, beep,
Beep,
beep.
beep, 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 beep.
DB is bouncing on your pillow and just going beep 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 beep.
I'm just
beep.
imagining his ghost like ramming into the side of his head.
Oh no, he's
Ping,
just
ping.
he's like jumping on the pillow like next to him, like next
Like
to
a
his
little
head.
kid bouncing on it.
Yep, like a little kid jumping on the bed.
And I just reach up real quick, grab him, and I go, gotcha.
Ah!
I'm awake.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay, alarm off. Alarm off.
Don't worry, I'm not hurting you. I'm morning. I'm awake.
Morning.
Very chipper for someone who just threatened his ghost.
I
Or
didn't
just
threaten. I
made
grabbed
his
a hold
ghost-
of him and just, I got you.
Or basically made his ghost shit itself.
Boo!
Your ghost is terrified. You're like, hey.
Is there oil on my bed?
I am
So then
awake.
you're just like morning. Nothing really new going on, but actually just got a message from the others. We'll probably be meeting up in the square here and trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. Yeah. Did you sleep well?
I think so. It was pretty good sleep.
Great. That's so great to hear.
So,
Time to burn it all down.
Yes. Now for the good morning, let's go destroy something. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, what?
Eh?
Just the
Nothing
intrusive
more
thoughts
fights.
fill in.
Well, I hope we. I mean, it is kind of fun to destroy stuff, but maybe not hope on it so much.
I'm joking, and I pat him like on the top of him. I'm joking. Let's go get ready and meet up with him.
All right. So at this point, you guys have kind of gathered up. You've all had your respective breakfasts, so we'll just skip over that part of it. So everyone's gotten their meal, everyone's recharged up, and you guys will kind of gather together in the town square.
How y'all doing?
Need more sleep.
Man, I'm doing all right. Could probably doing better, but
So, how about a mission?
Yes, let's go for a mission.
I mean, we still have those effects that are here on Earth.
Yeah, we
Could-
still got some
could
time when
always
you hear
use
from
more
Malachi,
ore.
so we can always do a little digging in some of that stuff we, didn't dig into before.
That we kind of shoved off to the side and onto the other Vanguard.
I mean, and just like, well, what do you got in mind?
Let's go see what they got.
All right. So
Are we dragging along Remy too?
yeah, Remy's joined you guys as well.
So it's again, it's 5 men on a strike, or 5 people on a strike.
Yeah, you guys almost have a raid team.
Yeah,
All right, so
let's do it, Grandmaster.
So at the moment, Vanguard, a good section of them is, trying to investigate Calco. So there's a lot of missions left up on the bounty board.
Mhm.
So One is another Vex incursion that is happening on Earth. They are looking for a strike team to deal with that. And there is a mission involving Mars.
Ooh.
It's a scouting mission. They want to check out some recent activity they've been detecting on Mars. They don't exactly know what it is yet, but
They just know it's there.
yeah, they just know something's there and they want to send a team to investigate.
To be fair.
May as well go.
And then lastly, there is a mission in the Cosmodrome.
Ooh.
There is still some discussion about Tanix, and they want to assemble a team to try to track him down. You do see that there are some other hunters that have already taken this up, and they've already gotten a head start, but the bounty is still open to try to track down Tanix in the Cosmodrome.
It's basically open to anybody who wants to get in on it.
Yep, it's an open bounty pretty
I
much.
mean, we
And
may as well.
but yeah, like I said, you do see that there are a couple of hunter teams that have already gone ahead and accepted, and they've already gone ahead of you in that one.
Fair enough.
I'm down for anything. You guys can go ahead and pick what you
Yeah,
want.
outside of that, those are the major ones that you see. There are a few other ones that involve investigating some lost sectors, some areas that have not been scouted yet in the EDZ, but that's mostly it. It's nothing exciting that really stands out.
Hmm. Well, what do we want to do? What do you all feel like we should do?
Well, we have an expert technically on Tanix with us. Just saying.
As close as we can get, at least.
Remy just kind of turns. I mean, I've
You still
fought 'em.
have your ghost should still technically have a last updated archive of what y'all would have as history on Tanix.
Sapphire pops out. We know what Tanix is, but what we fought back there was Tanix before he was reforged.
Okay, then was there enemy kind of like common enemies against Tanix?
Sorry, you kind of broke up there. Could you say
Was
that?
I
there
said
any sort of common enemies?
to Tanix that might give away what he might be doing.
He pulled a lot of disbanded Fallen into his group. They never really had a banner. So I mean, he mostly sticks with other Fallen, and he gathers other defectors to join his cause.
Mm-hmm.
As far as any, notable enemies, I mean, he's got some, but I don't know if we're gonna find him here just yet. But that being said, I mean, so do you think we should go after Tanix?
Well, it's either that or we go after the Vex.
Mm.
Which is going to have
Considering
the high...
Remy knows who Tanix is, I don't. And has, I assume, based on how she's been talking, has at the very least, like, or there's at least been encounters with him, in the future. I don't like our odds if we go after Tanix.
Well, he
Fair.
is a master of setting traps, and I'm assuming if we're going after him, if we even find him, we're gonna walk into one of his traps. It's really his MO. I mean, so if we want to do it, I mean, we certainly can.
Probably not then.
I mean, there are a couple other teams that seems to be ahead of us on that front, so I mean, maybe they'll have better luck.
Or we could also back them up too.
That's a good point.
Because if we know that they're walking into a trap, that's some guardians that we can save and more connections for us.
Remy will look to you, Eros. And it's like, that might be a little harder to do than you think. I mean, when hunters are out, they're gonna be hard to find.
I mean, we can always just put out a call to them.
Assuming they're gonna answer.
Yes.
She
I
looks
kinda
at you,
look back at
Eros, again,
Remy.
just like
We're just looking at each other like, yes, that's only if they wish to be
yeah.
found.
That's if they want to answer the call.
Yes,
If
they-
they're really set on reaching him, they might not answer us.
Yeah,
Or we can just sit around here and wait until this person that you're waiting for shows up, which may never show up.
ooh.
Just like, well, I mean, that's a pessimistic view of looking at, I guess.
I mean, you gotta think, if they can walk between realities in a sense, which is basically going off of what you said, they may be in some other timeline. They may not even know this timeline exists.
You misunderstand. She doesn't walk between timelines. She just... And she looks to Sapphire. Sapphire will say, the way it's been described is she's in an infinite time loop. When things pretty much end, she goes back to the beginning of, well, whatever the beginning is for her. And well, again, that's kind of why we think she's around, is because if she's existing in this time, she will catch wind of it, and like I said, come to the last city looking for us. Remy chimes in. It's just like, I said, I know it's a stretch, but I mean, do you really have any other ideas of how we're supposed to tackle something that's traveling through time?
Not really.
Well, and Remy just said, I think maybe we should go after the Vex here, and she kind of points at the board. The Vex being here on Earth is, well, like I said, what happened in the last one, them being here is not a normal occurrence. And in fact, as I remember it almost never really happened. So this on its own is an anomaly that really shouldn't be happening. And maybe it's a good idea we stop this.
Well, I guess we're going to kill Vex.
Woo.
He just
now
sounds like a husky crying out.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. All
Remy
don't
just kind of
get
looks
it.
at y'all like half-eyed. Well, do you have a better idea?
I just looked at everybody. Okay, calm down. Don't get your excitement going up too much. Okay, settle down now. We will, come on. I know you're all just way overexcited about doing this.
Well, the question is, do we go for Earth or Mars?
Well, if you're going after the Vex, you'll be on Earth.
Then what was the thing about Mars then that also related to the Vex?
Mars was not related to the Vex. It was just they're detecting something out on Mars.
That's an investigation thing.
It's more of an investigation.
I'm actually interested in that now.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
investigation.
Yeah.
One is hunting. The other one is searching.
My
hunting.
vote
You
is
got
for
it.
investigation.
I was paying attention.
Thank you. I'm glad someone is.
Sorry.
I have notes.
You take
I'm
notes?
playing Gambit
Yeah.
while doing this. So.
I try to. I try to take notes. So
I'm always down for whichever. Either way, I'm gonna be smashing something.
see,
That's what
I'd
she
like,
said.
to see,
Vex.
I'd like to see what's new. I'd like to see what's new on Mars.
I mean, we can investigate the thing on Mars, and if it doesn't turn out to be anything, we can literally just return back to Earth.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
to
we have
Mars?
we have two
Mars
unusual
and
things.
then,
So
To Mars.
Mars and Venus.
I just look at Remy. It looks like we're outvoted. We're going to Mars.
Remy just kind of shrugs. Well, that's democracy for you.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I love democracy.
I love democracy.
Pulls up clip of Star Wars.
I just go with the flow of it. It's like, okay, let's
Democracy
go.
dies.
All right, well, let's get prepared. Anybody need anything, and then we'll get going to Mars. Bathroom breaks.
Oh, no.
Make sure everyone goes to the bathroom, except for the exos. They don't go to the bathroom, do they?
I don't know what you're
Exos
talking
aren't
about.
people.
Well, no,
Wow.
all right, you got to think. How do they expel what they
Yeah.
drink and eat?
Yeah, exactly. Do they have the, how do they do that?
That means Cade shat somewhere in the forest. I just ruined
Only
Cade's
here in this
perception for
D&D
everybody.
podcast are you ever going to hear about exos taking a shit.
Do exos shit is a question I did not expect to be asked.
The better question: do exos fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's literally a thing.
Let's not go down this road, please.
Let's move
This
on.
is already going down a rabbit hole.
How to
that
get
I
the
don't
fucking
want to go.
stream age restricted?
It's already age restricted.
We're
dork.
yeah, we're already
This is-
18
we're
plus.
already
Like
fucked,
we
so-
swear too much. Like we all swear too much. We're 18 plus. Here.
Yeah, it's 18 plus. Stream is 18 plus. Don't go
Do you
there.
guys
But
swear?
we're gonna take a hard swerve on this conversation.
Yeah, please let's go.
You guys swear?
You guys drink alcohol?
Goddamn.
Fuck
You
you.
gotta admit, this is a great conversation.
Also, fuck you.
I'd rather not. I don't swing that way.
No, thank you. I'm vegan.
No, thank you. I'm vegan.
Anyways,
Okay.
so at this point, do you guys need anything? Any ammo or anything before we go? Because I feel like we dealt with that at another point, but I'm forgetting.
The only thing I could think of is just possibly picking up any more ammo for the sniper. Because I have enough explosives for anything that we come
Yeah, I'm
across.
good
if
on
we may need
ammo
to
right
collapse
now.
anything.
I have 13 AT rounds.
Oh,
Again,
actually-
talks to me and it says it has enough ammo.
Actually, no, there is something that I fucking want. Because it was brought up last time that we were put in a dark situation. I want to fucking get some goddamn night vision attachments for my helmet.
Oh yeah, you can upgrade your helmet, maybe if possible.
That way I can
Oh.
be more stealthy and not use a fucking flashlight in the dark.
I'd like to get at least another 3 energy mags because I know I used one up. So
I'm tempted to get a armor upgrade.
Okay, so we're starting a list here. So we'll start with Elias.
let's start with his.
Night vision.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like just an upgrade to my helmet, and that's really it.
okay.
Oh,
This is not really something on the table, so I'm just gonna work this up really quick. All right, so this will cost you 1,200, and it's basically gonna give you the same effect as dark vision.
Yeah.
So you'll have a range of 60 feet for dark vision. Your helmet does have to be up in order for it to be active. So if you take it down for any reason, you're just gonna have normal vision.
I don't think there is something for night vision.
This is basically gonna be like a HUD attachment. Essentially, it's not really gonna be part of the helmet per se. It's just gonna be like like somewhat of a software update.
Well,
Or side grade.
because I'm pretty sure this is
Yeah.
like an additional gear.
Yeah, but I'm not finding an equivalent like gear piece in like 5e to work as an equivalent. Because it like I search night vision and it just comes up dark vision.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's basically the same thing from what I'm seeing here though. Is like where like night vision would essentially be dark vision, 60 feet range. It has to act like a piece of equipment, so it has to be equipped. So that's why I'm saying like he has to have his helmet on in order for it to be active.
Yeah, that's
So
fine
yeah,
with me.
it's just like treating like a piece of equipment. But yeah, it'll be 1200 glimmer for the attachment.
Yeah, alright, brought it out of my inventory.
Okay, so yeah, now at this point, everyone should have dark vision.
Yay.
Well, I know we saw one human.
Yep.
Remy.
Does Remy have
But,
dark vision?
you know what?
Remy's human. I know that.
Yep, she is human. I do need to double check. I believe she did, but just gonna double check to be sure. Oops, that was not the one. I need this one. Yes. Because she is a Void Walker, she does have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
Or a Night Stalker, I'm sorry. Yep, she's Night Stalker, so yep, she has dark vision as part of her class.
I guess I was the only cripple of the fire
You are
team.
Yep.
God,
yep,
you're holding
you,
us back,
you were the,
man.
you were the
Alliance
only
was
one
literally
who had
disabled.
no dark vision.
Alliance was disabled. Goddamn.
It wouldn't surprise me. That's why he likes explosives so much.
It was so bad.
He's like, this is art.
My art is. This is my art.
art is explosives, Dave.
It's not a phase, Dad.
Oh shit.
All right. So is that everything then? So that was it for you, right?
I think so.
Okay, and then
The only thing I could possibly think of is just more ammo. That's really it.
okay. As far as the anti-tank rounds, there's not any more currently available at the moment. They're still creating more here to go with your new rifle that's being made. So no more of that available. You'd pretty much have your basics, your hand cannon, pulse, scout.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get more rounds for the scout.
Okay. How many are you grabbing?
I'd say 6 mags.
6? Okay. That'll be 200 apiece. So 1200.
Well, let's go with 5 then.
5.
Make
Okay,
an
then.
easy
Make it
deduction.
1,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So yep, be 1,000 glimmer then for the 5.
Or actually, I'll get 6 because it will reduce it evenly to 1,600.
Okay. All right. So then, Uros, you wanted energy clips, right?
Yeah, 3 if possible. Because I know I used
Okay.
1. I just want to up it, so I have about 12 total.
Okay. So that would be. So that'd be 400 apiece for those currently. So that'd be what, 1,200 for you?
Yep, that'll work.
Okay.
I'll do
Yep,
the
so
math for
you
that.
got those. Anything else for you?
I think that's it for now. Yeah, I don't see anything else I need.
Okay. And then who was next? Sorry.
Mega. I do wish to upgrade my armor, which because I at least want to upgrade it to stage 1.
Okay. Trying to think here because you got artifice armor.
Relic armor, yeah.
Or yeah, relic armor.
Gee, has artifice armors and master.
I
Master
mean,
durability?
in my mind, it might as well be artifice armor just
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
how
yeah.
fucking brutal it is. I gotta find this now. Like, so what does stage 1 do? I'm assuming you might
It just
look it up already.
increases the AC of it. Like it doesn't get any sort of like modifications or anything. It's just adding more AC.
Okay.
So like stage 1 will just give me a +1 in my AC.
Let's see. At the moment, I'm gonna say the upgrade will not be available.
F.
I mean, to be honest though, your AC is 19, bro.
It could be higher though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say at the moment it's not gonna be available.
Damn.
Would there be an armor upgrade for me? Or actually, no, I got the highest I could without sacrificing movement speed. So
Yeah.
never mind.
I mean,
Yeah,
neither
mine's
have
the
I.
same.
But yeah, I mean, you upgrade yours based on your strength though. That's because you need that strength requirement to get the relic armor.
Yeah, which I mean, technically I haven't sacrificed anything because it's still beneficial.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, you use your skills to help you upgrade it, so that's how that works. So it works out. All right. Was there anything else?
Not that
I
I can
can't.
think of.
I can't exactly get any more upgrades, so
Okay.
You have been banned from the forge.
I am the forge.
I am the table.
You are no longer allowed in this home.
All right. Ash, did you need anything?
No, I did not.
Okie dokie then. So with that said, everyone is gonna head off to the ship bay and go on to Mars.
Oh, actually, I will stop with that one mechanic that I gave the tools to the other day.
Oh yeah, you see him in the ship bay as you're walking by, and you do happen to see him using his new tool.
I'm going to stop him for a second and ask him if he could possibly make me something next time. That he actually already built one before prior.
Hey,
Uh,
all right, what you need?
A stronger version of the grappling hook thing. Specifically, and I point at Theo
Hey,
to lift that
Specifically
fucker.
for that fat fuck.
Yeah, basically. To lift that fat fuck up an elevator shaft.
Can you make something that can lift up thickness? Okay.
I love the idea of just calling Theo that fat fuck.
The shipwright just kind of looks to you and just like,
You know it.
oh,
He's fat. We all know it.
I'm husky. Get it right.
he's
I'm
just more like,
I'm large, man.
I'll look into it and see if we can maybe increase the weight limit.
I mean, just also make another one too. Because I'm going to need this one most likely. So just a brand new one that does more would be nice.
Do you
Well,
need a
since
weight
you
comparison?
fetched me this nice fancy tool here, yeah, I'll help you out with that. Give me a little time here. I'm gonna have to find some stronger material for the rope.
Do you need a
Hold
weight comparison to know how strong it needs to be?
Should it be a cable instead of a rope?
Well, no, it's not a rope. It literally attaches to like a cable, and it has a
Mm,
cable
Yeah.
to shoot.
Yeah,
But
but he's gonna
no,
need to look into increasing the weight limit of said
Tensile
cable.
strength.
Yeah, that's why I'm offering to like be on a scale or something to show them how much.
So I'm going
Sure,
to.
if you want to reveal how heavy Theo is, I mean, go right ahead.
I get.
All right.
Would spin metal be an upgrade?
Want this scale?
Like the material for it.
Yeah. Would it be an upgrade to what I already have?
Isn't
Um,
no?
I mean, we
Isn't
can test it. It's not, 100% we'd be able to use spin metal for the material.
Okay. So what I'm
It's
gonna
kind of
do is right on his desk next to it, I'm gonna drop 40 units of spin metal and 40 units of scrap, and tell him sell this, get the materials you need.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if he's able to get something that's able to lift up 357
There we go.
pounds.
Now we're good.
I mean, that's easily.
But that's also not counting the pounds I gained from the ruin armor, from the relic armor.
And
God.
how
much did you
heavy
get
is that
from the
relic
relic?
armor?
Yeah, you get
Very
it.
Good
heavy.
question.
add
Again,
it
this
all.
fat
It,
fuck.
it has to fit over
Say
his
he
massive
big.
frame, so it's obviously going to be heavy.
thick boy.
Relic armor. It weighs 70 pounds.
So for
Okay, so
400 pounds,
almost. Just make it a lift at
400,
fucking
like
half a ton.
450 pounds.
Make it able to lift up a goddamn tank, and you should be good.
Oh, no, just literally make it lift a ton. That's it. Story done.
I like it
I
lifting
weigh
a tank. Sounds
460
better.
pounds.
Well, no, you got to think about it. Like, if we might as well just go safe because we're gonna get upgrades. Our gear's heavy as shit.
What you?
And plus, an elevator can fucking lift 1,000 pounds easily. Like that's normally the weight limit of an elevator, like a standard passenger elevator. I'm talking outside of character right now.
Yeah, no.
And the shipwright goes, yeah, but there's more than one cable on an elevator, and
Titanium
I
cord.
mean,
That would be something we'd have to get, though, wouldn't it?
There's somebody in the city that probably sells it.
the shipwright's like, well, that might work, but the material's kind of heavy, so it's gonna need a proper launcher, and it's gonna need to have a lot of force behind it to do it.
Make him a grapple gun.
Give
I don't
me
know.
some time. I'll need to research it because we might need more than just materials to make that work.
Yeah, that's fine.
We might need a little engineering prowess, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's no rush on this.
You just kind of nods like, all right. I'll shoot you a message when I find out some more here for you.
I guess we're off.
Alright.
Better.
All right. So you guys do review the briefing from the Vanguard on the mission. Again, it's just kind of rehash what you read on the board. It's that there was an unusual detection that is occurring over Mars. It was mostly satellite info that was picked up surrounding Earth, so the signal was pretty hard to detect, but they were able to pick up something. Unsure if there's any known enemies in the area, but they do advise extreme caution. And it's pretty much check the area for this particular signal that was discovered.
And don't die.
And don't die.
That goes without saying, of course.
Nah, the Vanguard
May
doesn't
as well
care about-
specify.
Yeah. The Vanguard's gotten its own people killed very easily before. Because of their own stupidity. Ain't gonna lie.
Don't think Guardians ever listen, though.
Yep.
More of them
Don't
tend
go
to
into the
rogue than
dark below,
others.
Guardian. You might find something bad down there. This fucking Goofy comes out of the fucking walls.
Yours.
Guys!
Oh.
Dave hates us.
Dave is, yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Dave's just done with us at this point.
Not done, but we got to right this ship a little bit. So You guys, after a brief little trip on your ships, you will arrive around Mars, and you start making your way down to the coordinates that was received. So as you start to fly down, you start to arrive in kind of a buried city. It's a little similar to what you saw in Europa, but not quite. The city that is here is pretty much just buried in dust and buried in the sand. There's some buildings that are partially submerged in the sand, and you just see the rooftops up there, and there are some skyscrapers that are standing up that they look very dusted up and are pretty much the same hue as the ground around them. They're just like layered in the dust of Mars. So you guys will be drop into the outskirts, just kind of looking inwards. I'll have you guys roll perceptions for
Let me get back.
and
Roll
I'll actually roll
perception?
for Remy here as well. Yep, perception.
There is perception.
Perception. 8.
Why?
Why am I rolling so poorly?
Okay.
Ooh, look, a rock.
I'm gonna fucking
Wait, hold on.
die.
The fuck? There's 3 of us with 14.
I see that.
I am going to fucking cry.
While as I see clouds, Ash just sees a rock.
Ash, some dust kind of gets in your face, and you're just kind of just kind of
Ash is just like pretty rock.
But
The
Remy,
real one?
Elias, and Uros, you're looking around along the horizon line, and there's some of the buildings that are kind of blocking the view. But as you're looking down the street, there seems to be something protruding, kind of around the it's being blocked by a building further down the street. But there seems to be something floating, kind of off in the distance. And Remy just kind of points to you guys, just there. You see that?
I believe so.
Sapphire just kind of pops out and goes to Remy. Do you think that's Cabal? Well, this is kind of their territory, so it would sort of make sense.
Cabal.
What are those? Who are those? Are those?
What's
What are
about?
these things?
Above game, we've mentioned this already in the past. She's talked about the Cabal, so you guys have already heard her
It's
explanation of what the Cabal
Well,
are.
no, I think we're
Nice.
doing that like as a meme.
Yeah.
What's about?
Who are the cover? Tell us about them again, please.
You're about to find out. I'm about to summon it.
Oh, great.
Oh god. It's
Cabal on the
Volus to
field.
Auric. It's Volus to Auric, guys.
We've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars.
Not yet.
Indeed.
You might
I
be
mean,
though.
Great. We
Yeah, I was
started
gonna
a
say
war.
we literally just stepped onto the Mars with the Cabal,
Yeah, we started
so
a
we
war.
technically have.
So, yeah, you guys are seeing what looks to be part of a ship that is being. The view is pretty much being blocked by a skyscraper off in the distance. What would you guys like to do?
So,
No idea at the moment.
so are we either gonna sneak around them, go in guns blazing, or try to be civil?
Did you say try to be civil?
Are they civil?
We
Are
haven't
Are they
exactly been able to
civil
talk
right now,
to
though?
anyone.
They're not going to be civil.
So being civil's off the table. All right.
They're not going to retreat either. They're very militaristic, and they will fight to the death. Period.
Time to wage a blood war.
So then what shall we do? Try to sneak around or just shoot?
Well, if we stealth in a little bit, if we can at least get in closer to get better shots at them.
So should I possibly stay here, as I'm not going to be able to get close?
Well, who's a better shot between you and me?
As I pull out
That
the
is the big question.
anti rifle.
And who technically owns it?
Technically, I will once I pay for it.
Yeah, and you haven't.
has?
And so guess what?
It's mine. Mm.
But who can use it properly?
If I prep up properly and just not do something stupid, then I can use it properly.
Remy's pinching her brow at this point. One of you two can just take the sniper rifle up to the skyscrapers and
That was
I
Kinda
just
act
pull it
as
out of his
support.
hand. I own it, so it's mine. Bye.
I was gonna say, I'm sitting there just going, just pick some. One of you do it. Like, let's go.
Fine, I'll just use my bow. Fuck you.
I'm just gonna walk toward what is there? Is it the closest building that we can kind of see through the dirt? Just gonna start walking that way.
I mean, like I said, it's pretty far down. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually like out of your normal visual range, but just because of the positioning and everything of how it is, like you guys pretty much have a full view of the city, and this would take you down a couple of blocks just to get around that corner to see what the ship looks like.
Yeah, I want to head. I'm just heading down that way already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be better to
Remy's
like,
right
go along
behind
the
you.
buildings. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll be going along the buildings and trying to get a good position.
All right, so going down the street, are you walking on the left-hand side or the right-hand side? Because the ship in position here would be on the left-hand side.
Hmm.
So if you're walking down the street on the left-hand side, you wouldn't necessarily get the greatest view of the ship until you fully turn that corner. But if you're on the right side, you'd have a little bit of a better visual as you're coming up closer.
my
I was gonna say
guess-
I'm separated from the group, aren't I? Since I'm
You're
going up in a
going-
skyscraper.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
you're
same.
Okay, and I guess I'll do my segment of going up the skyscraper here in a bit.
I mean, like, so,
Hmm.
like, at this point, you would have kind of walked with the group for a little bit until you get closer, and then you break off to the building that's, like, kind of in front of it, like, blocking that view. You're basically climbing up that skyscraper that blocks the view to get in front of it.
Okay.
So how far away right now will we be from the ship right now? At the
So right
distance?
now, you're a good few city blocks. Like, it's
Okay.
still, it's going to be a short, trek to get over that to get in visual range.
Okay, I'm gonna send up one drone about 300 feet to stay about 300 feet, scanning around. While I'm gonna stick to the left side and kind of try and stay out of sight as much as possible. So stealth up.
All right.
So I figure let's see what happens if I stealth. Oh,
Nice. 23.
I'll take it. Okay.
Yep, so you, as you guys start to turn the corner and make your way up, Eros, you're up at the front,
Mhm.
and with that stealth in there, nothing really can see you from there. You're kind of hugging the building a little bit as you're looking around the corner, and as you look around the corner, I won't even have you roll for it, because you literally can't miss it. There's a massive ship that is hovering over what looks to be the center of the city.
Okay, I'm relaying
And
this. Would the
and
actually?
as you
I'm
you
sorry.
look underneath the ship, you do see a large number of very
Oh.
tall, thick aliens. Some of them are brandishing these back ornaments on them. Some of them have these fairly large cannons. Some of them are brandishing shields.
I'm gonna broadcast my video to the rest of the team so they can see it. Holy crap!
There are a lot of them, and they're establishing a base underneath that ship. And you just hear Remy over comms. Yeah, that's them. Looks like they're building a fire base right now. So we might be able to catch them by surprise if we want to attack.
Elias, are you in position yet?
Would I be in position yet? Because I was gonna say, also
It
wanted.
takes you a little bit, but yeah, you kind of use. I won't even have you roll for it either. You use your glide to help you get up the stairway to get up there a little faster. So.
Well,
by
no,
this
one
point-
thing I was gonna do before going all the way up is look at a directory if I see one for like what would be on each floor.
So the directory doesn't really tell you terribly much. This seems to be a building from the Golden Age, and the language that is written here. Do you understand Chinese?
I do not, but would my ghost?
Your ghost would be able to look at, and yeah, they would be able to recognize it, and they're kind of skimming over the map a little bit. Goes,
Just anything of interest.
nothing really pertaining to us. This is some kind of business building.
Okay,
There's nothing important here as far as I can see from this.
no, that's all I needed to know.
All right, so yeah, after getting up about another 20 flights of stairs, you do arrive at the rooftop, and you're now.
Why would
in
I go up the
position.
stairs when I can take the elevator?
Holy crap, power.
You didn't specify you were taking the elevator.
Well, my little device.
Do you know if there's even power running in the building?
My
He's
device.
gonna use his grappling.
Oh,
thingy.
you want his grappling hook. Okay, well, your
Yeah,
device
it-
doesn't tell me exactly what
It
you're trying.
attaches to the cable.
Is the cable still?
Just I
That's-
don't know if just saying
But
my
I'm
device
saying
helps.
my device. That's what I'm
Like
saying.
we
is like,
literally just had an entire conversation about it.
but you can.
Okay.
Never mind. Anyway, fine. You decide to take the elevator.
My device.
My device, Guardian. It is now active like a super weapon.
That's. I'm taking that way out of context. Never mind.
He's making it out of context on purpose.
Yeah.
All right, so you are now on the rooftop, and you are able to get a visual on the ship. And from where you're standing, looking at it, this thing is huge. It is bigger than any kind of transport ship that the Vanguard has ever had, and you've not seen this kind of a ship of this size.
I wonder if we can steal it.
That's what I was gonna ask you. I was like, hey, Elias.
So
you
from
think we
your
could take it?
position, you have a good visual of the top of the ship, but you don't really have a great visual of what's happening underneath it.
Then I am going to go a few floors down until I can see kind of underneath the ship.
So you're actually going to have to drop down a fair number of flights then. So you probably drop about 10 to 15 flights to get down in visual range.
Okay. I
So
guess
yeah.
I'm just gonna try to find a broken window, and if one's not already broken, just try to remove the glass by using a laser cutter I have.
Yeah, all the windows that you're seeing in here, they're pretty much blown out. They might have been blown out by this ship coming into its current position.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, because the windows are imploded inwards, so it's likely that ship that's out there might have had
Just fucking detonated everything.
might have had a shockwave landing.
My home! My cabbages!
All right, so what would you guys like to do first? So you have visual range, and you do see that there are legions of these cabal that are underneath the ship, and they're in the middle of working on some construction.
Do I see anything that looks like a supervisor?
Yeah, you can easily tell the hierarchy here from these guys because the guys who have the more ornate stuff on them are clearly the ones in charge, and you can tell that by their demeanor too as they're kind of walking around, observing other people doing their work.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna wait until they get into like ready to attack, and then just have myself prepped for a shot, so I'm prepared for it.
Oh, yep. So you've got the rifle set up, and you're kind of observing the area, looking around, and you do see the same thing. You see, there's a large number of these guys out here,
I'd be
and
prepared on.
yeah, if you're making a tactical assessment, I mean, based on the numbers you're seeing out here, it may not necessarily be the wisest to go full frontal assault because there's a lot more of them than there are of you guys.
Wait. How many struts is this ship on?
Is it?
It's hovering. It's not standing on
it's-
struts.
Oh.
I know. I sat there like when you said that. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, no, it's
So
in a hover.
It's hovering above these troops, yes?
Yep.
How far is the closest skyscraper to it? Specifically, its engines.
So from your position, you're basically looking at the nose of the ship. The engines are in the far back. There are some buildings nearby, but they're not nearly as tall as the one that you're at. Like where you're positioned at, this is probably the tallest building nearby. There are a few that that are a little shorter, and then there's more of them that are much shorter.
Okay, so yeah, like I'll be on the right side for the engine, but not high enough.
Yeah.
I would say, should we try to attack the engines and just try to bring the entire thing down on them?
I could definitely try.
I mean, Remy's on comms. We're gonna have to break into the ship, and do you think we're gonna?
I mean, if you destroy the engines themselves, that thing's gonna come down like a rock.
Well, first off, how would we get there?
You're thinking of shooting the anti-tank rifle at the engines?
I just
Mm.
since they can see we can see our different POVs, I just set down the 12 wads of C4 that I have on the table just so they can see it.
And that's a lot of explosives.
Why do we let him have so much? Never mind.
No more is better, I guess.
In this case,
Because if I didn't have it, we'd probably be dead a few different times.
Okay, so bringing it down won't be the problem. It's getting in and getting to the engine room alive to actually plant them.
I mean, there's no engines to output anything. It's gonna fucking collapse on itself. That's what I'm getting at. It
No,
won't be able to do anything if the engines are destroyed itself.
No, I'm not talking about the ship exploding itself. I'm more talking about the act of us getting in there and planting said explosives.
Who said we're going in?
You're not serious. They're gonna see you if you jump onto the ship. Are you crazy?
I'm high up here. They can't see me from up here.
I'm asking.
So
questions.
what? You're gonna just drop them from that building and what?
Oh,
Just blow
no.
it up?
Like they're not the ship isn't that far from the skyscrapers. Yeah.
It's a little more than your 30 feet jump if you're trying to jump across it.
okay,
I
wait,
said I'm
wait,
trying to jump it. I have the grappling gun.
wait. With the C4, how do you plant it onto the surface? Is it like a magnetic thing?
No.
I'm
It's
just curious.
just sticky by design.
Yeah, it's
Sticky?
C4 is sticky by design. It's
it'll
like an
just stick?
adhesive.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a putty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll need a distraction?
I mean, if we're this high up, they're not gonna see us.
From the ship, from Elias's position to the ship, how many feet across is that? approximately? Like the distance to it.
This ship is huge. I mean, if you're eyeballing this thing, it is more than 500 feet.
Okay.
Then we may not be able to make it across.
No, it's not that.
Just
It's
maybe.
Or bad idea, but good idea. Who wants to make a Rorschach painting?
I thought I would never hear you say it.
I think it's my time to shine.
Well, then leave the area, go get your ship, and drop from orbit, my boy.
I was gonna
Oh,
use my
uh,
drones to do some
How
work, but
close are we
that's
to
too
the
far
impact
away.
site?
I'm gonna
How
pack
close
up
are
my
we
fucking bow
to?
and just
How
go.
close are we to the
That's
drop
going to
site,
depend
by
on
the
where he's
way?
going to drop from and how far up he's going to go. Because there's going to be some aerial drift. How
Maybe
high
just
up are-
rock.
Christ.
Yes, but there's still going to be wind drift, so that he needs to account
This is
for that on
Mars,
his
so
way
yeah.
down. If he's going to be dropping literally
Mars
from
has been
orbit.
terraformed by this point, so yeah, you'd have to.
No, here's the thing. Even the wind on Mars isn't much more than maybe, 10 kilometers per hour?
Well,
Oh,
Mars at this
no.
point has
It's
been
got way more than
terraformed,
that.
so
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Mars still has some pretty
the
serious dust
ecosystem
storms.
could be completely different than how we know it now,
Mhm.
I mean,
like
not
in the
really.
real world. I mean, no, it's literally been terraformed into second Earth. That's how
Okay,
travelers
but
work.
it comes down to this particular question: how high up is Theo going to drop from?
That depends. How high up should I go?
High enough, like, that you're not gonna appear on their sensors.
I don't know, from orbit
200?
probably.
It's gonna be more than 200 feet.
Go big or go home, I guess. If you
More
wanna
than
go from
200?
orbit.
500?
No, you're probably gonna need to go a few thousand feet.
2,000? Alright. Bump it up to 3.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be around 3,000 feet because the last time somebody jumped about 3,000 feet, he made a painting. So, and he didn't actually go the full 3,000 feet, I think. Remember right?
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, it wasn't.
So 3,000 feet will be just fine from up at that height because you're going all the way to the ground, unless you're going through. Which you can do multiple different things here.
Well, all right. So, how many floors am I up on this skyscraper at the moment?
You would be about the 40th floor.
Okay. So we're 40 floors up. Each floor is 10 feet, basically. Yeah.
Yep, roughly.
We're 4,000 feet in the air, or 400 feet. Am I wrong?
No, that'd be right.
400 feet. So this ship, I'm still looking up at it. So you got to think of how tall this fucking thing is.
So what are we deciding on?
I mean, am
Theo,
I
you
gonna be...
want me to come with you?
I mean, you can if you want. If anything, you can provide me a overshield, and then I'll get resistant to damage.
I mean, wait, hold on. Wouldn't our ships just have parachutes too?
The ships themselves would have some sort of parachute, but you yourself, like, you got transmat out of your vehicle. So unless you pack a parachute with you, you don't have one.
Hmm.
Because normally you guys don't even need parachutes because of your jumps and glides. Because if you roll your acrobatics correctly, you make it. Doesn't matter how high up it goes.
Very big if, considering.
Yeah. Because like I said, you got to roll for those, and depending on how that rolls, it defines your landing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, if anything, you can at least provide me an overshield, and I'll take like half damage.
How the hell am I going to provide you an overshield?
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you up front, it's not going to matter.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's gonna be something.
But I'm just saying the overshield's not going to make you any more dense. It's not going to make you a
I mean,
No, I think
it's
he
not going to make
means-
you a stronger projectile. Like, you're going to do the
Oh,
same
no,
thing.
not-
No,
Maybe
he's
for
trying
protection.
to like survive the fall in case his shit doesn't work.
yeah.
And depending on how high up you're going is going to determine if you're actually going to survive this or not.
Well,
then what would
So
then
I
what would
need-
you consider survivable?
Okay, you're gonna make me do math here. All right.
Well, we know like 13. We know that 3,000 is kill.
Well, it's
well,
one.
that wasn't also me just going from 3,000 to the 4 too.
Well, it's 1d6 per 10-foot falling, so that would be 40d6. Let me just.
It's too many dice to calculate. Like, it's instant death no matter what.
If you're trying to make an impact on the ship, I mean, 400 feet will at least make a pretty solid impact. But if you're trying to, if the goal is to survive it, you're mostly going to be like jumping from maybe 100 feet. And you're
Well,
mostly.
that's
it's
also
mo-
with the overshoot, which would negate half of it.
Mm,
Even with that,
Physics.
it's pushing the boundary a little bit of survivability, because if those rolls end up going a little higher for you, you still would have a chance of dying on impact. But it's less of a chance than if you went from 400 feet. Let's just put it that way.
So I guess it's more of how high do you guys want me to go? Because either way, I'm going to be fine with it because I'm going to be punching a hole through it.
I mean, you're not trying to punch a hole through it. That's the thing.
So then just
No,
go the
punch a
minimum
hole
that I
through
need
it.
to.
No, punch a hole through it.
But we're also trying to think of how we don't want to raise their sensors too at the same time.
Then why are we dropping him from orbit?
you're pretty much going to alert them as soon as he impacts on top of the ship.
That's why
Why
we're
are
not
we
trying-
dropping a bomb on them if we
We're
don't
not
want
dropping
to
a bomb
know?
on them. We're trying to land on top of it without them noticing. Planting the C4 charges on their engines. Kind of almost like I did to Dave's fucking first ship that he introduced to us.
So you just want me to plant? Okay.
Well then,
Yes.
why are you
Then why
trying
are
to
we
drop
going
from
from
so high?
Because sensors, it's a capital ship. They're gonna be looking up. Why the fuck would they be directly down?
I feel like if we drop him, there's got to be a sweet spot where we drop him from high enough where he won't get on their sensors, or he
Well,
won't be on
okay,
their
so
sensors
then-
for long.
So I'm
but-
understanding. So the jump isn't in question. It's about the landing. So you want
Yes.
to.
Just
Okay.
the landing. He has to survive the landing. That's it.
Okay, well, what you opened up with, let's make a Rorschach painting. I'm assuming you wanted to just drop him in like a bomb
It's
and
a
just have him
reference
fire
to the
right.
first time I died.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, the action.
I mean, yeah.
interpret
I
it
thought-
as you wanted to drop him on the ship, splatting him.
That's the way I took it.
No,
I thought I was
because
being,
you gotta
being
think,
made a bomb.
nothing we have in our inventory is literally gonna punch through that fucking thing. It is a
I mean-
capital ship.
I mean, anti-tank rifle.
Fucking anti-tank rifle ain't gonna do anything to a capital ship.
Remy's just like, yeah, as strong as that gun is, that's kind of a pea shooter compared to that thing.
Like, we would literally need to steal another one of their ships just to have a chance.
Alright, so you just need me to land on it. So then, what's the site? Okay, so how far around would their sensors be?
I mean, unless there's a way to
So-
just fucking yeet you across the 500 fucking feet. Wait a minute, I just had a terrible idea.
Oh no.
Slingshot!
With what?
No, like a slingshot jump, like toss bombing, in a sense. We don't have to go up, we just have to go vertically.
Yeah, but what are you using as a slingshot?
The
C4.
fucking aircraft? Why would we use the C4 for that?
How are you? How are you using the C4 as a slingshot?
That's what I'm
Rocket
curious
jumps.
about!
Rocket jumps, that's what it is.
Rocket jump? Come on, man.
what I was like. What the fuck?
Okay, Theo, grab a metal plate, run at the C4, just in his hit it,
Yo,
and
he
launch off.
just becomes
Yeah.
what's his name? Izuku
jeez.
Midoriya from like the first season during the fucking training arc.
Oh,
He just
God.
jumps onto all the landmines.
Launching him all the way forward.
Christ.
Oh, did we not want to draw attention to ourselves? Oh, wait.
But no, like, alright, toss bombing. Basically, the premise is fly low, it goes directly up at an angle, and then you get out of the vehicle. AKA, like, dropping a bomb. It's called toss bombing.
So in this case, you could basically take your ships, fly low, like really low, like within 10 feet of the skyscrapers, kind of low. That would mask your trail, and you can drop within, I'd say, like 30 feet from the top of the ship.
Yeah.
So you're kind of underneath the sensor grid. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little dangerous because you're gonna be flying in between skyscrapers and buildings, but
That's not a problem for me.
you can make that happen.
That ain't gonna be a problem for me.
Well, it ain't gonna be a problem for me like that either, because, yeah.
I've cannonballed through brick walls. This should be fine.
I guess it's me and Theo going.
I mean, it's like, yeah, this is your operation. Have
We're
fun with that.
Yeah, we're down on the ground. We're just like,
Hey, I mean, if y'all want to distract them and keep them pinned down, doesn't like, yeah.
pin
Well, that's the
down.
thing.
I'm leaning around the corner
Um,
looking for a moment again. And
We've
looking
only
back.
got like half a plan here. You're gonna.
All y'all gotta do is keep them in one place until we drop the ship on them.
Okay, but what if you can't drop the ship? Then what?
I'll make sure it's dropped.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure.
Right, I mean,
Because
just,
once they're
you're just kind of like
distracted with
looking
you
back at
guys-
both of you, just like, what do you have in mind?
Can I just make sparks with my hand? I guess
Yes.
Theo's just like with his fucking solar hammer or whatever.
Okay, see you on the other side.
Yeah, we just gotta wreck enough of the stuff.
Remy, we'll turn to you. Urosa goes, well, we can make distraction, I suppose.
Wait, I hate to-
I'm gonna go ahead and give the sniper rifle to one of those two because I'm not gonna need it indoors. Well, actually, no, we are gonna keep that with us
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
because
might want to hold on
Theo
to
can
it.
use it to break through certain things.
How far away are all those alien units right now from where we're
From your
looking?
position, it's still a few hundred feet from the closest one. So they're still a ways away, and you're still in cover from your stealth.
Okay, good.
But you can still see them and their sheer numbers.
Okay, okay. All right. Let me know when you two are in position to say start dropping the ship. I have a way that might help a little bit. I don't know how much it's gonna be. I might have to sacrifice a couple things to do it, but
Alright, what are you
Remy
planning?
will turn to you. Just go. You just cover me. I'll be down on the ground.
okay. And I throw up 2 drones hovering next to me. I'm gonna be a
We're
fly.
hopefully gonna land on it undetected.
Yes, and then when you start to make noise, I am going to make sure they're paying attention to these. Because I'm going to send them in to fly right around in there in tight spaces. Screw with them. Oh, God. My little ones. What am I doing?
Now Arrow's lost his favorite little drones.
No, I got that one in my pack still. I have 2 more still. This one is Bobby.
And this one's Poppy, and this one's Choppy.
Choppy can go.
Choppy can go. He's got the modelos, fool.
He's expendable.
He's expendable. He bit me. I don't like him.
He bit me.
All right, so where are you sending these drones?
Let's see if I can zip them in fast enough. I want to send them in kind of to I guess wherever they're building in there, because I'll be able to see through the HUD on where they're looking, and I can get at least some recon on it as well as while they're flying through there and see what they're doing and how much they're built so far. Oh,
All right,
boy.
so you fly your drone up a little closer. How high up is it actually?
I'm assuming probably about 300 feet up in the air right now.
Okay.
I kind of did it as an average when I send them out. They're about 300 feet up. It's the distance out that I usually change most of the time. So,
All right, so you send your drone straight up, and you're able to get a more clearer look at what's happening underneath. And there have been some buildings already constructed. There's foundation that's been laid. They've got some structures already completed, and more of them are getting these other ones up fairly quickly. But as you look out into this as well, you turn on your enemy tracker on the HUD, and it is glowing red with numerous targets down there. You can't honestly count how many dots you see, but the HUD actually gives out a reading, and it's in the hundreds.
I just look back at Remy. We're supposed to keep them in position? Okay.
She just gives you a look like, yeah, that's sort of the plan, I guess.
You two better bring this ship down.
There's no response on the radio.
Okay. So, you guys will begin your approach via your ships.
I guess. Wait,
would
Theo.
I need to
Theo, I would say I'm a better flyer than you, wouldn't I?
Probably. Granted, I don't fly that much.
Yeah. So you would probably be hanging like in the passenger seat with me to transmit at the same time that I do.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys are sharing a ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not like he's sitting in my fucking lap during this.
No, he's in the bomb bay.
But I was going to say, you don't have a passenger seat in your ship. It's a
I have a
one-seater
cargo
ship.
hold. Remember where I was sat last time?
A cargo hold, yes. He's not in a passenger seat next to you, because if he's in the cockpit with you,
He can
yeah,
just transmit out of the ship.
But I'm saying when you guys are flying in, it's going to be that situation where you're going to have to sit on his lap because you're the smaller of the two.
He's in the cargo hold.
He is now, but I'm saying if he's in the there is no passenger seat. If he's in the cockpit, you're sitting in his lap.
He is in the cargo hold.
Okay.
Why would he be in my
Why-
in the cockpit with me?
Because you said he was in the passenger seat with you.
He's basically riding passenger, is what I'm saying.
He's
Okay.
riding shotgun.
It's not really. It's not shotgun. He's riding in the trunk.
Yeah, yeah. He's trunking.
Basically, we're both ejecting at the same fucking time. Unless he just wants to hold on to the ship as I fucking fly.
Yeah, he's right on the front end.
I mean,
Right
he
in
can
front
fit
of
the
you.
cargo hold. That's fine.
What
Like
do
I
you
said,
want to do, Megu? Do you want to just hang on to it, or just fucking...
Cannonball. Cannonball.
Ball.
So you want to hang on to it?
I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, do you want to hang
Well,
on
yeah,
to
but like,
the
how
ship?
are you dropping in? Like, are you
Oh.
hanging onto the ship and riding it, or are you hanging out in the cargo hold and being dropped like a bomb?
I kind of like the idea of hanging on to the ship. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the idea. And we all know that my strength would allow me to.
Oh my god, this is
Thank you, Megu, for making this incredibly more interesting.
Yeah.
Because
You
now,
know what? Just to make
because
it
now-
even better, he is going to be more secure because I'm going to give him the grappling hook to hook into the ship.
Yeah.
So he looks like he's surfing it.
even with that, I'm gonna have you roll a strength
Oh my
check to make sure
God.
you can hang on.
Would I not now have advantage because of the grappling?
He's got it. Oh my God.
I'm gonna say no.
Aw.
Oh! Hold on for a sec. Oh my God.
So
I can't use protective light.
now, one thing else, Elias, how fast are you moving in between these buildings as you're flying? Are
I
you?
ain't moving insanely fast, but I'm
Well, I'm
moving.
not. Yeah, I'm not saying like you're like whipping through the city, but I'm saying like, are you going like a moderate pace? Are you going a somewhat fast pace?
Like a moderate pace.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to make the engines whine and echo through the buildings.
Okay. So, all right, then Theo, for that, then I will actually give you advantage.
Because if I make the engines whine, then those things are going to be heard throughout the city.
Well,
Okay. So you're kind of hanging on to the wings a little bit. Are you kind of like standing like kind of behind the cockpit as you're holding on, or how are you holding on to the ship?
I definitely wouldn't be saying I'm standing. That's gonna make it more likely I fall off. Probably like kneeling.
Yeah, but where are you on the ship? Are you on the wing? Are you on the body? Like, how are you
Be
holding
right
on?
behind the cockpit. Because
that's
as
what I
soon
was
as I
asking.
get out, he's going to want to see it.
Yeah, I'd say right behind the cockpit.
Okay. So there's the turns kind of going in between the buildings here, and you're holding on, but you're squeezing a little firmly, and you do kind of feel a little bit of a bend in the wing as you're holding on.
Something
But
cracked.
no, it's just like you kind of make little hand imprints, like kind of bent into the metal, like at the base of the wing. It doesn't really impact the flight at all, but there's a little squeezing happening there on the wing. But you hold on
He won't.
successfully.
He won't know it. He won't know.
Hold on to your anus.
All right, so
He'll think it's the ball.
so you guys begin the approach. You will fly just above the skyscrapers. Theo, you're looking out at this. You're feeling that wind, and it's quite the sight because you're flying over the city, like pretty much crouched down on top of a ship. You've never done that before. You guys will begin to fly over the top of the ship, and I will have you both roll acrobatics checks as you drop down onto the ship.
Acrobatics. My
14.
favorite. 8.
All right, that's fine. So, Elias, you drop down and you activate your glide, and you land on the ground pretty successfully.
Well,
But as
on
soo-
top of the hole.
Well, I was just going to tell you, but as soon as you drop down, you immediately see a sheen over the top of the ship and energy sparks where you're standing.
Hmm.
There's a shield up.
Are my feet going through the shield?
Nope. You're standing on top of it. Theo, as you come down a little bit harder. You won't take any damage for this, but you kind of do like a bit of a superhero landing onto the shield with a big thud and just poof. And same thing
Good.
where you land, it's like standing on like some kind of a super thick glass pane. There's little energy sparks and little energy where you're standing, but you're clearly standing on top of some sort of energy shield.
Do we have an idea of what type of energy it's surrounding?
Just based on observation, it looks to be potentially arc.
Guess you're up.
Well, I guess we're gonna walk along the shield until we get to near the end.
Yeah, well, you drop near the end, so like you're kind of nearby where the engines are, but you're walking across this shield as you do.
So, do I think my Chaos Reach could overload the shield for even just a minute to get through?
Based on what you're observing, it's a pretty safe bet your Chaos Reach is not going to penetrate this shield. Because this is a capital ship, the shields on this thing are going to be extremely powerful and strong. It's going to take something very, very powerful to knock out this thing's shields.
I mean, is there like a shield generator we can hit up?
Do
Make
you
a
see them?
perception. Yep, make a perception. Let's see if you can spot anything on the top of the hull.
10.
10. There's some protrusions coming out the top of the ship, but there's no way for you to know if it's a shield generator or some kind of other mechanism.
Hmm. There has to be somewhere we can get the shields offline from the outside.
I have something that might be useful.
Hmm.
I have 6 cannon rounds.
Scorch cannon?
No, like ship cannon rounds. Because remember, I took them off that skiff a while back.
Okay, tell me how you want to use them.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is literally just like stacking them up around the shield part and then chaos reaching the shit out of it.
I mean, it's speculation if that part that you're looking at is associated to the shields or not. There's no way to really know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can kind of lay down the charges like over the top of that area, and you want to fire down onto it, you can.
Or we can just get the hell out of here and just report this back to the Vanguard.
We could,
We could,
but
but
then we wouldn't have fun.
consider.
But
Consider the following.
But the ship
Bill
is
Nye, the
off-mid-
science guy.
Oh boy.
Bill Nye the Science.
So, I
This
mean,
session is devolving before our eyes.
if you wish to have fun, we could, try and blow into it, or we can just dip out.
Wait, hold on. Question. Is there any fucking skyscraper that's taller than the ship in the area? Like, at all?
The one you were at previously could, like, the top of the roof can see over the top of the ship, because that's where
So-
you're at before. You couldn't really see what was happening underneath. So if you went back up to the place you're at before, that
Okay,
skyscraper
how
up at the
tall
roof,
is it above the ship? That's the main question.
it's barely, like, you can just see the top of the ship from it. Like, you can't really get much higher above it.
Okay,
So, like,
yeah, then
it's like
that
5
idea
feet
wouldn't
or
work.
something.
That idea wouldn't work then. I was thinking about just collapsing a building on top of it.
Yeah, no, it's about the same height as the tallest building.
Yeah. I guess we might just want to retreat for now and just let the Vanguard know. Because
Well-
we're not going to survive that down there.
That's a
Remy's transmitting a picture to you guys, like, from Uros's drone,
drone,
and it's
yep.
like, yeah, there's a lot more of them than we can handle here, even if it's the 5 of us. We're heavily outgunned here.
Aw, but you're a god!
Be that as it may, we are still susceptible to death, in case you forgot what happened on the moon not too long ago.
Nah, we just weren't smart about it.
Well, we need to be smart about
Be
this,
smart
and the
about it.
logical choice here is we need to fall
Retreat.
back and let them know what they're doing here.
It probably will be best.
So let's retreat for the time being.
I could say we could always just snipe out their leadership real quick.
No. We don't want to start shit before we're ready.
We don't need to start a war with the Cabal on Mars just yet.
We've already stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars.
All the star. What I can get.
So, are you looking to depart then from the top of the ship?
Basically.
All right. Theo, do you call your own ship in, or do you attempt to jump back on Elias' ship?
Uh,
Well, I mean, I was just gonna run and try to go, like boost my way across to get onto another building. Because if we bring in the ship that close, yeah, they're gonna know.
yeah, so it's probably best we like get on top of a building and just descend that way.
Oh, so yeah, if you run along back to that skyscraper you're at before, you can potentially make that jump. It's about 40 feet, so you'll have to need a nice running start, but you can potentially make it.
Theo, you want to throw me?
Fuck yeah.
Hey, Theo,
Toss
do
me.
you want to throw me?
I need you to
Fuck
toss
yeah.
me. Okay, roll strength.
Yeah, okay, so. Oh, I didn't do anything. 14.
14. Yeah, I'm
And
a
then-
lot lighter than you too.
And then I would assume that Blue would have to make like a saving throw to make the jump, if anything.
Yep, he'll need to make an acrobatics to
Then?
stick the landing.
Then is
20.
okay, never mind. Never mind, I don't even have to use protective light.
No, that's perfect. So yeah, you give him a nice little push into the air, and gracefully, Elias glides over to the other side and lands without a hitch. And Theo, how about you? How you getting over there?
Wait, how long is the grappling hook that I have?
I think it was, what, 100 feet?
Can I shoot it back across to him to catch?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna shoot it across to you.
Alright.
And you're gonna swing across.
Now, do you
Athletics
shoot
time.
it- So, as far as its positioning, are you shooting it at him or
Like,
beside him or at his
Above,
feet?
so it lands behind him and he can just grab the cable.
Okay. So,
Athletics time, baby.
so you'll fire the grappling hook over Theo's head, and it goes another 10 feet past you. But yep, you'll be able to grab it. And do you? I guess how do you pull yourself across? Do you?
So I'm basically gonna start wrapping it around one of the support cables, so he can just jump off and swing.
Okay. So yeah, you tie it off to a support structure that you can find on the roof. And Theo, you're gonna let's see, what should I have you do with this?
It would be athletics because I'll be running and jumping.
But no, you wouldn't even really need to do that. You're just letting the entire thing swing you.
But
Oh, yeah. But if I was also trying to
swing, but
climb.
he's gonna end up swinging at the building just based on how the rope is. So
Yeah.
it's gonna depend on how he's gonna land onto the building.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would also, and even if I wanted to like climb up the building, then I would still need athletics either way.
Well, you would be landing on one of the lower floors, so you could just literally just step into the building.
But depending on how he lands in this, he might end up crashing through it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Roll athletics.
Athletics, whoa, 23.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you
Lands
jump,
like a ballerina.
you jump off the side and you go swinging in. But you're familiar with landing hard, and you prepare yourself, and you hit the building without even cracking the glass. Very smooth.
Those skill on this man.
And with that, I won't have
Operator.
you roll again. With that, you easily scale up the rope with very simple ease. You would expect that from your own strength.
I'd say
And
we'd just come down to him.
Okay, I mean, I
Yeah, like there's no point of him coming back up just to go back down again.
fair enough. So yeah, basically then you'll swing down and then you'll drop down onto the ground, rejoining Remy and the others. All right, and well, that leaves then Elias. You are still up at the roof based on your jump. So do you jump down or do you?
Oh, I'm just going
grapple
to.
hook. Do you grapple hook down? How do you go?
I'm just taking it the elevator shaft again, like the way I got up originally, using the little fucking escalator thing, like the grappling hook.
All right, and here I was gonna say cue the elevator music. Doo, doo, doo.
I mean, hey,
As-
maybe
as-
the elevators
As
do
you're standing
work.
there, just like waiting for the elevator to go down, you're just hands on
Some
hips. Just,
cabal gets on board and he's like, "What's up?"
Hey.
Oh,
All right, so everyone is back down on the ground. I'll have Uros and Ash roll perceptions again,
Yay.
and Remy's gonna roll it too because she's also with you guys.
Where's my sheet? Oh, I fucking minimized it.
hey, I'm not blind.
Up now. I'm probably gonna fucking suck at that. Oh, 9.
Okay. So Uros, you're able to get a more clear view of what's happening further down the line. And it looks like there's some activity starting to happen. They might have detected something hit the shields and they're starting to they're pointing up at the ship, and a few of them are starting to move back over to what looks like where they're going to be moving up into the ship. They seem to have detected something, but it didn't raise the alarm. So you guys are lucky about that.
Oh boy, you guys are lucky you moved fast. So,
All right, so then in that case, everyone just going to gather up and head back.
pretty much.
Because we did what we needed to.
Okay. All right, so you guys will make it back to the last city, and I will give you guys your reward for completing the reconnaissance mission.
Yay.
All right, so everyone is going to gain 3,000 glimmer apiece.
Oh, sweet. Oops. Added a
Might
member
need to
of
go make some food here in a minute if we can take a break.
food.
We're actually
Food.
we'll be wrapping up here soon, so no worries.
Okay. Yeah,
What's
because my
food?
head's starting to hurt.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna wrap up here soon. So you guys have transmitted over the data that you recorded, including all the visuals, to the Vanguard. In each of your debriefs, you're starting to hear that the Vanguard is learning about the Cabal presence on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it seems they're amassing a larger force, but they're also constructing bases on Mars. Given the current situation of everything, an offense is not really the best decision. It's more decided that defense is the more optimal choice here when it comes to dealing with the Cabal, at least for the time being. They accept this information, and they graciously thank you for the work that you do. You do receive your rewards, and also above game at the end of this, you guys are going to be leveling up.
Yay.
So, you guys will be level 8s, and
Wait, we're already level 8.
oh,
I'm level 7.
How
Oh,
are
yeah.
you level 7?
He's always been level 7. He's just a level 7. We don't talk about it.
we'll get all of that ironed out here because I think some stuff got goofed up again, but that's okay. We'll fix it. So at the moment, you guys have pretty much finished up. Do you guys go for a meal or what do you guys do?
Meal.
To kind of wrap up your day. How do you wrap it up? Mealtime?
Yeah, I'd say
Meal
meal time.
and
Government.
I'd say a meal, and then I'll probably take some to go because I normally help out at the orphanage every now and again. So
Okay.
I bring some
So
like treats for the orphans and the staff.
all right. So before that, as you guys are sitting down to your meal, you guys are eating your various dishes, and there's a voice that comes from the entrance of the restaurant as you guys are eating. It's a female voice, and you just hear someone call Remy, and as Remy's like eating her ramen, like she just kind of like jolts, just like someone just said my name.
Where
Just
they
kinda like,
shouldn't
"Oh!"
have. It's like a mother
And-
scolding.
And you all turn, and in the entrance there are two figures.
Uh-oh.
One of them is a hooded hunter who's an exo, and there's another hunter, or excuse me, there's another person with her, not a hunter, excuse me.
Oh,
It didn't take that long after all.
And on that note, this is where we're gonna end.
ooh.
Ooga booga booga booga.
And now to make Visor level 8 while the rest of us go.
But no, I don't know why I'm a level behind everybody.
You
I thought we
you
changed
shouldn't
it.
be. Like I said, we'll fix a lot of that because I
Yeah.
need to go through and make sure everyone's levels are good. And
Yeah.
So-
Because I think we were having a discussion about everybody's level a while back because we all got on different
It-
pages.
yeah, it kind of came about as we're bringing in Theo, because that was kind of my mistake. Is the level ups kind of got screwed up, so that was my bad. But yeah, well, I think
Thought we
I don't
fixed
know.
it,
Like,
though.
yeah, you should be level 8. But like I said, we're gonna get all this ironed out.
Oh,
So
well.
everyone's gonna be at the level.
So
that they're
we're going to
supposed be.
9 then.
Everyone else is 8, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like-
8.
Okay, then yeah, you guys will be going to 9. So
So we'll figure that out.
yeah,
afterwards.
we'll get
Next
you.
time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next
'cause
time.
I know- Because I know at least Visor should at least have an ability score increase.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's that and then proficiency and other stuff goes up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
actually.
Well, with all that, check out Velvet
Yeah,
Fang. They
yeah.
have Dungeons and Destiny stuff there. Look under content. You'll find all the books, public release folder. Ta-da! You'll find all the other videos on the YouTube channel I have. You can go review them there. And sorry if there's the other ones are non-audio. The Destiny ones are fine. So thankfully.
We fixed it before it became a bigger problem, so it's all good.
Yeah, it was already a big problem anyway. Now at this point, just irritated.
Now, let me just peek over into the chat here. See, oh, Nyx has been.
Yeah, I've been chit chatting a little bit there quietly while everybody was doing their thing. And Dave has his Twitch channel. It's in the links down below, so you can just click on it. It goes right there. There's also the YouTube one, and then I think I have a link to the Velvet Fang. And yes, I am still working on the Patreon, which I do have one. I just need to put links up and do all that good stuff. Yeah, so we'll eventually get to it. It's going to take me a little bit longer than I expected. So, do you jokers want to say anything?
I have nothing to say.
Yeah,
No.
I don't really got
Then why are you
anything.
talking? Shut up. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
See,
Oh what?
Old man.
Wait, no. One of them is called user redacted. We just don't know
We
anything.
don't know who they are.
No, we don't.
The rebranding is coming.
Yes,
He's just player unknown before he became player
it's
unknown.
user redacted. Just user redacted. So, with that, you guys want to say bye? No, they don't care. They just-
No.
Have a good one. Don't add or subtract to the
Um,
population until next stream.
We'll see you next week. Get some sleep.
Goodbye.
Later.